left by the sun at the dawn. Know that I had a demon for lunch.
There are some Budapest Wolf fans, we will ask later if they are here. But we are waiting for the refs. I guess the refs are ready. Also, ich denke, die sind bereit. Okay, also wie geht's weiter? Welcome, Ref Crew vom heutigen CEFL Viertelfinal. Applaus für Refs. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I heard the Budapest Wolves are ready. We are proud and happy to welcome our opponent from Hungary. Welcome, Budapest Wolves! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, Calanda BRONCOS! Ja, und wie es international Spiel ist, we will hear first the national anthem of Hungary and after this the national anthem of Switzerland. So please stand up for the national anthem of Hungary. And now we'll hear the national anthem of Switzerland. Für das Europacup-Spiel und wir freuen uns natürlich da, dass wir gutes Wetter haben.
CEFL quarterfinals. Welcome to beautiful Chur. Calanda BRONCOS, Budapest WOLFES. The game today. Welcome to Chris Winter, my co-commentator in the booth.
Hello,
today.
everybody.
As you might know, on international games, we gotta try to do our best to be as international as possible and provide you the stream in English language. Will be an interesting game. Very physical team from Budapest. They arrived yesterday by bus. What I got from social media.
Long ride.
They're staying in Grush in a hotel.
Yep.
They're like 28 guys, what we counted. On
Small
the sideline.
team.
Small team, but big team.
Yep.
Pretty
Yep.
physical, pretty like technically versatile at what I saw from warm-up. They have some decent kickers and punters, what I got, like special team play could be key factor today. And the Broncos do not have like any other major injuries beside Adrian Sunderhoff, their #1 receiver.
And their DB.
And the DB, Philip
Home.
He's doing the official game clock in the stadium today. He had there was no surgery need as far as I got, so he should be back for playoffs maybe.
He's hoping, yes.
He's hoping,
Yep.
yeah, still hoping. So we get to see the captions on both sides of the ball from the visitors. We have number 39, Almos Iles. Please forgive us already now if we pronounce a name wrong, because
It's going to happen all night.
Could happen sometimes, yeah. We have number 8, Levante Tooth, or Toth. And we have, like, I think it's number 99, Barnabas Chur. And we have number 91, Gregory Hamoki. He was also mentioned as a player to watch from the media side from the Wolves, what we got before the game. On the side of the Calanda BRONCOS, we have number 20, Marco Rex Maurer, probably the best linebacker from Switzerland. We have Mika Pargetzi, he's the center, number 60 from the Calanda BRONCOS. And we have number 50, Daniel Hannemann. He's a upcoming linebacker for the Calanda BRONCOS.
You might want to take that back now that there was a CFL drafted linebacker from Switzerland recently.
There was, yeah. Lucas, yeah.
Whether Rex better than him, but Rex is definitely one of the most experienced linebackers in the country for sure, 100%.
And he's playing in the league for like years now.
Yeah,
he is really good players. Lucas Ross, yeah, you mentioned that he was drafted by the CFL from the Saskatchewan Roughriders.
Yes,
actually pretty fun because Sasha Glavich back in the days played for the
Roughriders
played for the same team. Yep. So there's another Swiss coming to the
well, the first official Swiss player from Switzerland, grew up Swiss born and raised, that was drafted. So congratulations to him at this point.
Not bad. So let's see who wins the coin toss. Remo Fouillet, he has more than 1,000 games as a white hat in Switzerland, so he's probably most experienced ref.
So the Broncos, by the way, won and deferred. Yep, yes. And deferred. So it's going to be Budapest receiving the first half kickoff.
So Broncos got to play with defense first. I just got close to the game that Max Gray will probably not play on defense. He will play on offense a lot, because of the lack of receivers the Broncos have. They're allowed to have 2 Americans on the field at the same time in international games. So that might open some spots for the under 19 players on the Broncos side.
There's a starter tonight. Yeah.
And
at corner, Simone Bear is playing
Simone
corner,
Bear is playing corner
as a starter.
This is his very first game on senior level. And he's playing in an international game against the reigning Hungarian champion. They had the first game the last week against Budapest Cowbells. They lost on a last second field goal, I think it was. That was a pretty close game.
Yep.
But they lost, so I'm pretty sure they're pretty hot to get a game together today.
Well, similar to the Broncos, I think, after losing to Bayern, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But they had a game last week against Basel.
Yep.
That wasn't really
Which was a must-win, but I think these two teams, as far as their leagues, they mirror each other quite well. Both expected again to win their respective championships or leagues, and both down 1 game already. So this should be interesting.
Kickoff is not Eric Reget kicking.
No, that is Noah Bachhoven. That's another
under 19.
U19 kicker, and he's
the ball in the middle of the end zone.
Yeah,
so
he can whack the out of the ball. So there's not a surprise that they brought him up.
And it's not a surprise that the Broncos under 19 has not lost a single game this season.
Absolutely, yeah, because they've got some really good athletes, and it's fun to watch because they were all kids, and anybody out there who questions flag football at the U13 level, these are all kids that played all U13 level players. It just and it's not because they're huge or they're super fast. They just know how to play football because they learned at an early age.
It's
so
technique. They started playing football at 10 years old, like they're now 19 years old. They have 9 seasons of football in their legs already.
Yep.
So first down for the Wolves. Broncos with a 4-man defensive line.
Yeah, so they got trips to the right, so it looks like there's a passing, but they're going to run.
To the middle, no Max Gray on the field, as we told you. Run to the middle, about 2-yard gain. Michel de Souza, number 94 from the Broncos. He's like a real defensive tackle. He has the measurements. He is not as big, but he's as big in width and not in height. And he's a real strong player. Pretty old. Started playing football 40 years old.
Yeah.
But he's a strong man.
Yeah. Going hurry up.
Yep.
Gun again. Quick pass. Bubble pass to the outside. And he slips down.
Yeah.
Yeah. He may have, for sure he would have gotten 5. But he slipped and he went down. So.
Yeah. He got cut on the previous play. Looks like he got injured.
Yeah, that would be a ridiculously huge loss because I don't know how you play a 3 front without a nose
tackle. Yeah,
and looks like his knee is done. Yeah,
ankle or knee. It was a double cut block from the center and the left guard on the offensive line of the Wolves. Early in the game, using a cut block is like not regular. Not call it not regular, but it's not really common, but it's like a good weapon you have against
absolutely,
aggressive
and against a good strong player, absolutely.
And as long as it is like legal, you got to use it.
Yep. If it's not a high-low combination, then I mean, and that's something you spoke about it before. He started playing football at a very late age.
Yeah.
Those are the kind of things that are not automatic, even then, to protect your knees.
And on the second play, you don't guess that you're gonna get cut.
Yeah. So 92 is in now to take his place at nose. Is that Mauro? Who is that? 92.
Oh, 92 is I think Elio Tapini.
Ah, okay.
He's playing nose for the regular season usually when Michel is not there. Pass to the left, overthrown, and that's the first 4th down for the Wolves. Pretty sure they get a punt. They're on their own 30-yard line, 29-yard line. So first 3 and out for the Broncos defense. It was less the Broncos defense, more the ground.
Yes.
And the pass from number 8.
Didn't look ready yet. I'm amazed though. They come here without an import player, at least on paper.
Yeah. That's the roster we got, so we can't be 100% sure that we got the right roster.
Yeah, and the quarterback didn't at least the passes, they don't look import passes.
Yeah.
So
pass to the left, punt to the left, sorry. It was out of bounds on about the 40, maybe 50-yard line. So the Broncos started their first drive on the 50-yard line, almost in Wolves territory already. The Broncos offense is not as hurt as the defense is, beside Adrian Sunderhoff.
50-yard line. Wow, that was a 20-yard punt. That was not very good.
That looked better in pre-game, to be honest. But yeah, you got to travel a couple hours, like a long time from Hungary to Switzerland.
There's an A down here on corner, number 11. Who's number 11?
Number 11.
Yeah, it's a Toth.
Chabatov.
Chabak Toth, I guess. So
He has an A on the helmet, so maybe it's not him. So it's another
first
one.
pass complete to
So
number
there's
1 on the
Chaprio,
outside for
yeah.
9 yards.
6 yards about, I think. Just ruled him out of bounds.
Oh, he stepped out, yeah.
Yeah.
That was a nice begin right there.
Yeah, it's a nice, easy pass.
So 2nd and 4.
Let's see how much balls Max Gray will get as a receiver. He cannot play receiver in the Swiss League because there is only one import, like one American player allowed on the field. So we have 2 on the field now. So we have a 4-year college experience receiver on the top level with Max Gray. And we have Chase Andrews. He's right out of college. Eric Graguet with the first run. He's getting the first down. I think they got to spot it.
I got a good spot there.
Yeah.
Very good spot. But he's going to put his head down there. He's going to know where he is in the field and put his head down.
And take the first down
Yep.
for sure.
Yep. But looks like they're going to give it to him. Oh,
Looks short.
yeah, it is short.
Kind of short. Well,
It's
third
short.
down.
Yeah,
Third
so
and
that would
short.
have been an easy first down if he had just put his head down.
Yeah.
Because he stood completely straight up, let himself
Yeah,
get
and
tackled.
he's like a bullet when he's running. So usually,
Yeah, and he's got
usually he takes that.
enough weight. And he's not
Yeah,
afraid to
yeah.
hit, so he just didn't know where he was on the field at that point. But
Oh, they got
so
the
a quick
play.
option, and
And
this
now
time he
he's
put his
in.
head down.
Yes, perfect.
Not a boy.
Could have been done on the previous play.
Could have made
too.
it easier for him. Yeah. But, yep.
A nice pitch from Chase Andrews. Nice option play. It's pretty hard to defend actually that option because like they had 2 players there, but on a one-on-one on a already running back is it's hard to cover as a DB.
Yeah, the only thing that
Oh,
can
it's
go
outside
wrong there
linebacker.
is the pitch. If the pitch is
Yeah,
good, then it's tough to stop that, like
Yeah.
you said. Yeah, 'cause you're talking fullback basically versus whatever you got out there.
Stefan Hell is playing more.
Oh, they're
Tight
leaving
end
him
and
all
running
kinds
back.
of room there, number 1.
Wow. Yeah, 7 yards again. 6
Amazing,
to 7.
because I mean he was the only receiver really in the area, and they
Yeah.
just left him open. So exactly the same as the last drive. Another first down and 7 yards they got.
They got to try to fix that pretty soon, I think, from the Wolves side. If you got any questions about the Broncos, or if you have like any information of interest about the Wolves, any players we have to watch, or any players we get to mention, just type in our chat on YouTube.
Oh,
Just
and
let us
somebody's
know.
wide
Oh,
open back there. That was an easy one.
That's
Max Gray.
Gray.
That's what happens when you can run routes, you know.
With his first
It was
touchdown.
a horribly underthrown ball, and he was still so wide open that he scored for a touchdown. So, I mean, it's another. I mean, this is Jeff Buffum, right? So, I mean, you know you're down your import on in the defense, and still you decide to play Max Gray in the offense instead of the defense, thinking, okay, you know what? Even if they score a touchdown or 2, we'll just go more. And it looks like it's working out already.
As far as I got, there are also some healthy issues with Max, so he's not 100% ready for playing
For
defense.
contact? Oh, that's a smart move, too, then.
So-
you know, I mean, that's something that actually, because Philip Holm is in a very similar situation.
Right.
So, I mean, I can imagine him coming back and playing receiver.
Playing some offense
Yep.
instead of defense.
Instead
first,
of
because
defense.
you
That would
got
be
in the
very
game.
smart because, I mean, it was his shoulder that he hurt, and
Yeah.
you can't tackle. Oh, it's hard to
You
tackle
would
without
not-
your shoulder.
Yeah, you can, but
So-
it looks pretty weird.
Yeah. So I think, it's nice when you have the two-way players.
And Max Gray, as we said, a four-year college receiver, he for sure can catch balls and he can run routes.
For sure. Yeah. Yeah, and it's nice. I mean, that way you don't have to worry about putting your shoulder into people because Max can't play without hitting people.
Yeah, right.
I mean, if he's playing defense, he's going to hit people.
He's going to hit people for sure.
And if it hurts yourself more than the others, then it's smarter to put him in offense.
That also makes room for other players on the kickoff team because he's usually on the kickoff team too.
Yeah, so there's some young kids that can prove themselves today, which is nice, you know. It's definitely another, but we got Noah kicking. It's tough because he's going to out-kick everybody.
He has a good hang time.
Yep. Even if they catch it on the goal line, everybody's already there.
Yeah. This is what you want from a kicker.
Absolutely perfect.
And
I mean,
you don't need Eric to
he
run
did this
like-
last year already at the international level, a year younger.
Right.
Yeah, so
and
he's
you have Eric as a fresh running back. He's not running down the field on
Yes.
every kickoff and then going back on the field again and doing all the PATs. I didn't even saw if Eric did the PAT or it was Noah. I think it was Eric.
Yeah, I mean, the PATs is one of those things, you know,
have
if
to
you've
run
got the
it.
rhythm
Yeah,
down, you can
yeah.
just bloop it over every time,
Right.
then why not?
Broncos loading a little, putting up some pressure.
There's
pass
another
to the
quick
left,
pass, but absolutely,
on the throw, yes, to the ground.
I don't know if somebody got a hand on that.
Looks like.
I think 97, I
Offensive
think.
line of the Wolves is pretty big.
They're big,
I
yeah.
was there on
Yeah, so, I mean,
warm-up
he
and
should have time to throw the ball, and all they're doing is throwing these bubble
like
screens.
the real short routes.
Yeah. So trips motion left, so now they got double twins, and they're going to run.
Gotta run to the left.
Yeah, and there's some room there.
Some room.
And that's a big boy running there. Once he gets
He's like-
gets up a full head of steam,
like a train.
he's
There
yeah.
he comes.
he looks like a train. Yeah. Yeah, that's a big guy right there. It's
There's a
about
pretty famous running back named the A-Train back in the days.
back in the days. Yeah, and the bus wasn't small either.
The bus was small either, right? That was even more back in the day.
So trips right again. Looks like they're
First
going
down for the Wolves.
4 receivers set almost every single down so far. Inside handoff
Now
fake
the
and a
pass
cut.
is
Now
good.
is a nice
Oh,
pass.
Nice tube.
Good move.
Yes.
There we go. Now they're moving the ball.
Now they're moving the ball pretty good. Like 18 yards. Good play calling so far when the plays are good executed.
Yeah, everything's quick. They're it looks like they're afraid that the defensive line is going to get to the quarterback.
We have an injured player close to the sideline from the Broncos. It's number 25. It's not mentioned on the roster. I think it's 35 usually. I forgot his name again because he's usually playing with number 35. Switched to 25 because his injury got ripped, I think. Broncos with the 3-man front. Marco Rex Morris showing up as an outside.
Trips right again, and here he comes, Rex. Yeah.
Oh, and probably had a hand on that ball too. Again, the 46 was open. He was a player to watch too.
Looks like a big tight end.
He's a big tight end. He's a big
Huge.
boy too. If he gets a ball and he isn't,
If he's in motion forward, then look out. Yeah, because he lines up as one
as
of
a
the
receiver,
trips.
Yeah.
Now, so
Gotta get-
stack trips now. It'll be interesting to see what they do. Oh, motion to the other side.
Shift.
So the trips to the other side.
Shifted to the other side. So
Looks like the Broncos are
at the
mirroring
beginning of a
that.
game, you want to try to see they playing a man defense, more zone defense.
Nice gang tackle
Nice
there.
tackle
Oh,
there.
the ball was out.
Came
Looks like the
out
ball was
late.
out.
That was probably
And-
forward progress already stopped.
Hasn't been
Because
any
the ball came
signal
out
yet.
pretty late.
No signal yet. Still no
Very
signal. So I'm
experienced ref.
assuming they're talking about it. The ball definitely came out.
Ball came out, but I think it was late and the forward progress was already stopped. But we got to see what the ref's decision would be. That would be like not good for the Wolves, of course.
No, because they put together a nice drive
Yes. We got to see if it's 3rd and 5. It's first down Broncos. It looks like first down Broncos.
now.
No, they got to
Third
roll
down,
that
yeah.
3rd down for the Wolves. So forward progress was already stopped. They didn't lose the ball, so
3rd and 6, it looks like. It's a
so-
definitely long 5, so let's see what they do here. They're probably not running. They come out with
Broncos loading the box. That's what we saw all season long on some plays. They're bringing pressure or don't bring it.
here they
Now
come.
they got
Oh, and a
there's
pick.
Yeah, that's Matt Tano, and he can run too.
Matt Tano can
He
run,
can
and he's
run.
gone. He is gone.
He's gone
There you
and
go.
done.
See you later.
Yeah.
Nice
He's
job.
gone
Pick
and done.
6 for Matt. Good, nice work.
Nice
Horrible
play.
pass. I mean, it was
Yeah.
right to him.
That was-
It was
yeah.
absolutely right
Yeah.
to him. A little bit of pressure on that quarterback, and he's throwing the ball all over the
If he
place.
wouldn't be as good as a DB, he could be used as a receiver
Yeah,
for the Broncos
yeah,
too.
yeah.
Because he's a pretty athletic guy.
Yep, and a big kid. For
And
a
a big
corner,
kid,
he's a
too.
big
Yes.
kid, yeah.
There was some kind of a block in the back against 46, but it was not really on the back. So he was trying to get that flag. Yeah, it was a nice drive for the Wolves, stopped by the Broncos by an interception and pick 6. So this is not how you want to start a game on the road.
No, I think the Wolves would be somewhere, from what we've seen so far at least, they would be somewhere in the mid to back half of the Swiss League.
Yeah. The offense, the drive was good. They put together.
Yeah, a couple of good plays, but I mean, they hadn't been no red zone yet penetration, and it's already 14-0. So whatever they, I mean, they can stop playing conservative football now and just go all out, because otherwise they're going to get blown out.
Yeah, yeah. It's like 5 minutes of playing time away from the clock. So, and a 14-0 lead for the Broncos. That's not how you want to start when you're on the road. Definitely not. So the third time now for the kickoff team for the Broncos. And when they gonna put the ball back to the end zone again, or they're gonna try to make him return, just to give him an even better field position.
Well, the nice thing is too for these guys, you know, I mean, if it continues like this, they'll be able to put in a lot of the U19 players. I see a lot of them standing around.
They gotta let him return.
Lucky bounce, got right back to him, but a beautiful tackle down there.
12-yard line, so
there he is, Rex.
Looks like the 17-yard line.
Yep.
Morgamore again, Rex. So it's 8 yards back than what they would have had.
Yeah, it would have been smarter to let it go in the end zone, but
yeah,
like I said, at this point you have to try, right?
Yeah,
if
you got to start playing football.
Absolutely.
And if they watched like two seasons ago, when there was a regular season before the pandemic, when they saw the Raiders playing in Chur, they had a couple very good returns.
Uh-oh.
It looks like they have.
That's not going to make Coach happy. Beginning of a drive and you don't have 11 guys on the field.
Coach Alex, yeah,
Whoops.
He's a quiet guy usually. I think there's the defensive end, Tiziano Castagnaro, that we're missing. Number 11, he's on the sideline. He's dealing with a shoulder injury since like 2 years, about 2. And it looks like his shoulder is not really helping him today to play a whole game.
Yeah.
And he probably forgot to say that he's not ready. And then your backup should be up there quicker. 11 players on the field. So we are down on 2 starters on the defensive line of the Broncos already. Mike D'Souza and Tiziano.
Yeah, some Mike trying to stretch it out and walk it off down here before, but usually when you feel your knee go from a cut block like that, it's usually, and you're a big guy, it's usually not a good thing because your own weight works against you. Well, you know, right?
I know. I dealt with the same like 12 years ago. But was not a cut block.
Inside handoff.
And it was an international game too.
Yeah, I think they could probably run this guy more often and just let him bulldoze his way. He's a big guy and he's taking guys for a ride.
Tires out the defense as long as the defense is on the field.
I mean, that's a 6-yard run right there. It's
tight end formation. Two receiver to the right, one to the left.
Yeah, so here you go, Coach figured that one out too.
Yes.
Yeah. So now he's going to third and 1. That's the way you want to do. If you can get the Broncos in that 3-4 to come up and have to defend with an extra guy in the box against the run, that opens up the pass then.
Right.
So now they're stacking the line of scrimmage.
Tight man coverage for the Broncos. The DBs are very
Looks like
close.
he's got a signal on to his wide out on the left-hand side. Let's see what happens there. It is one. Oh, they could have thrown a flag on that. Oh, and there it comes.
Yeah,
he was on his
there.
back.
Yeah,
100%. 100%.
That was pretty early contact.
Yeah, quick slant. And, he gave him the hand signal to run that quick slant, and he was open. I mean, the guy is huge.
Because he was like covered straight on, and then every in route on the third.
Yeah, you just can't let him inside.
Yeah.
You can't let him inside.
And if you line up head up.
Especially on a guy that's got 20 centimeters on you. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was an easy call right there because he was all over his back. So it's a first down. Yeah, I think they found a recipe here. I think they can definitely run number 34 and let him pound that ball.
Spotted on the spot of fall. Usually NCAA rules is a 15-yard penalty if the penalty is more far away than 15 yards. So inside 15 is a spot foul, an automatic first down for the offense, and more than 15 yards downfield, it's a 15-yard penalty.
Show him blitz again. And it looks like they're going to come with it. Yeah, they do. They bring it.
5-man pressure.
And again, almost another interception.
Pick from the linebacker.
Yeah. Either it's roughing or holding, one or the other.
Might be holding.
I would say probably.
As far as I saw, it was holding on the left tackle.
Here's the call by Raymond, taking his time. Oh, roughing. It is. That's. I thought there was a guy there late. I just wasn't sure if he had gotten to the quarterback or not, but looks like he did.
That's free 15 yards for the Wolves. They're getting to the 50-yard line now, too.
That's the second first down on penalties.
Yes.
This drive alone.
Pretty nice football weather, actually.
It's absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
If you didn't have to stand in this booth here, it would be absolutely amazing. So we're exactly on the 50-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Wolves. Spread formation, double twins. And a run to 34. Looks like they're going to stick with this recipe, and he's got another 5 yards.
He has a pulling tight end on number 46.
Yep.
On Petr Varga that was leading his way.
Yeah, like you said before, they've got big guys. So, I mean, if they can figure out how to just pound the ball, I think the Broncos are outmatched on the line.
Yeah, on a 3-man
Oh,
line.
that's a flag. And a first down anyway, so I don't know if they get that on top of that or they decline that.
I think they decline, yeah.
Yeah, so it's a first down by the run, and they would have had a 5-yard penalty. Too many guys on the field for the Broncos again.
They weren't ready.
Yeah, they're having a hard time with this hurry-up offense that the Wolves run. The one thing I would say right now that they're probably doing better than anything else is upping the pace of the game and pounding 34.
Try to outrun the Broncos with speed.
That's even a name I can probably pronounce, David Gombush.
And he's playing O-line and running back, like he's mentioned as an offensive lineman.
Yeah, and he looks like a bit. Yeah, but it's nice when you have a guy that looks like a running.
He's definitely bigger in the center of the Broncos.
Yes, yes. I mean, it's nice when you have an offensive lineman that runs like a running back. He's definitely he's a problem for sure.
First down for the Wolves. Pass
fake
to the left.
handoff. Oh, looks like there.
He dropped the ball and he got a pretty.
Is that
bad
Simon
hit.
that hit him
Simon
there?
33, yes.
Yep.
Looks like.
That's the junior that's playing up, starting corner first time. Put the
perfect
pads
timing
right in his ribs.
Yeah. Looks like he got a little banged up.
Yeah, he's out now.
You don't have him on the roster. Yeah, if you don't catch a ball and get hit anyway, that's
it definitely hurts less if at least you have the ball.
Yes.
You're right, absolutely right. Yeah.
But if he would have had the ball, he probably would have lose it anyway because the hit was right on time.
Yeah. So trips to the right. Let's see what they do this time. Do they almost everything open at this point? But they're going to pass.
They're going to pass.
Yeah, and there's a guy wide open.
Was open.
Yeah, it gives him a 6-yard, 7-yard gain.
It's 3rd and 2 now. They're knocking on the red zone of the Broncos, like 7 yards away about, no, 5 yards away about. First time of the game. Last time they were as far as they are now. They threw an interception. It was a pick 6.
Yep. So nice block by the O-line fullback that time to give his quarterback enough time to throw that ball. Looks like man across the board again by the Broncos. It looks like they're stacking the line of scrimmage, and the Wolves don't like the look. So they're going to take a timeout here, which is probably not a bad idea with 3rd and 2 right where they are. Because it's an awfully long field goal from here if you don't get a first down. So it's a good investment, I think, to call a timeout here.
It's early in the season for the Wolves, so you don't have like the full playbook to play. not yet. The Broncos already had a couple games, and they can play like multiple pages off the plane.
Yes.
The Wolves are not that far yet, but I'm pretty sure their coaching staff is trying to figure out a play that you can run for sure 2 yards. I'm expecting a run, or a run and a pass, or like a real short pass as they had on the last drive when the flag happened, like a short slant, or even some kind of an arrow route, so you don't need a lot of room.
Yeah, I mean, and what we haven't seen yet, I mean, the quarterback's been rolling out, but I mean, by his size and by his build, it looks like he could run, you know? So, I mean, that's another thing. To the wide side of the field, if you roll out, that guy's got all kinds of room out there. And the Broncos have been playing a lot of man defense, which then turns your DBs backs to the ball if the quarterback wants to keep it and go. I think he's got all kinds of room out there to get that first down on his own.
Broncos are doing again that 6-man box, and there is nobody in 46 right now that is covering him like man-to-man or in a close man, and also on 19.
And 19 is wide open for a quick out there.
It's like 2 yards.
That's
so.
I mean, if he a quick hitch there, unless the D end can knock the ball down, it's guaranteed.
First down then.
Yep.
I'm not sure what they're dealing with, but
Time issue, yeah. Clock problem. Here we go. Now they've got it figured out.
Okay.
So 3rd and 2. Let's see what happens.
Twins.
From the 25-yard line.
One running back. So.
And they
bringing
do.
the pressure.
They do. Oh, they throw a quick ball to the big guy.
Says, and there was a flag.
Are they going to give him another personal foul, roughing? Hit to the head. Are you kidding me? Yeah, but now, I mean, this is just ridiculous. Come on.
This is Remo for you.
Yeah, this is Remo live. If he can't get himself involved in the game for more than 15 minutes, then you know he's going to throw a flag because he just needs to show everybody he's out here. But the nice thing about it is it's never been different, you know. So at least you can say he's got consistency.
Yeah, this is a half a distance penalty.
Yeah,
to the first down.
And that's just absolutely unnecessary because the quarterback wasn't even the quarterback was as surprised by the penalty flag as the guy that supposedly hit him in the head. You know? No, I don't. He was wondering who got hit.
There's now a 1st and goal on the 10-yard line of the Broncos.
I mean, this is one way to try to make it an exciting game, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah.
Was a lot
if that signal is the same, it's another quick slant. Nope. Oh, there's some room out there for that big tight end. And he's rumbling, but he didn't get it.
Almost in. Needed a gang tackle for the Broncos.
Yeah. But that's a big guy to try to stop.
It was Simon Bear again, the under-19 player that hang on him.
Yep.
Yes.
Nice tackle. Yeah, because he's given away at least 50 kilos.
Yeah, on each leg, probably.
Yeah. So another hurry-up situation. I guarantee you 34 gets the ball. No. It's a quick pass. Oh, and a horrible ball. Ooh. Absolutely horrible ball because that guy was wide open on that slot slant, and he threw it so far behind him that he couldn't catch it. So let's see what they do here on 3rd down, 3rd and 3. I'm surprised they didn't give it to number 34 actually before.
Because like on a 3-man line, you should be able to.
Yeah, absolutely. With that offensive line that they've got, you just go forward. Motion to the left. And now another pass. And another horrible pass. I mean, that's just not, there's no timing.
Yeah. And also the man was running the motion, number 19. He was like wide open.
Yep.
Right after the.
And the quarterback, for sure, he knows who he's going to before the play starts.
You're right.
And he sticks with that guy.
Yeah.
So
looks like.
Yeah, and this is.
Yeah, this is the advantage you have when you have multiple games.
And this is not only that, but it's also a huge advantage when you have an import quarterback who's been playing that position, because he can read a defense.
Yeah.
And here it's just like, I hope he's open because that's where I'm throwing it. So 4th down and goal. Let's see what happens here.
6-man line with the tight end.
And this time they run 34. Yes. And he walks in untouched. I guess they could have done just that the first time around. I've been wondering where that was the whole time, but the coach wanted to make it interesting.
David Gambosh made his first trip to the end zone of the Broncos.
Yeah,
The
maybe
Wolves
not
got
be
helped a little
if
bit,
the
like
c-
2 15-yard penalties on the
Absolutely,
drive,
yeah.
but the defense of the Broncos, the offense is way better than the defense.
Yeah. Yeah, no
Because the
doubt,
defense,
no doubt.
there's-
And with a 14-0 lead, you know what? You can
Yeah.
give up a touchdown. It's
Yeah,
okay.
it's okay. If you control the game with your offense,
Absolutely.
you can.
And let's not forget. Okay, so
Oh, yeah,
it was
still football.
seven of those points, or 6 of them were by the defense. So,
Right.
so they're doing their job. They're
They're
doing
doing
the,
their job not bad.
Yeah.
Actually, was not a bad defense actually. They were like 33 yards on because of penalties.
yeah,
the whole
and
ride.
questionable ones.
Yeah, at
Some
least
of-
the
some
second
of
one.
them, yeah.
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 But there we have the kickoff for the Wolves now. Max Gray is returning along with number 5 of the Broncos, Breck DeBozere, the running back.
Yeah, I haven't seen him a lot yet today.
Nah, I think he's injured too. Like
Also
banged up too.
injured, oh,
He
okay.
didn't play it against Basel the last week. So
Yeah, I mean they're for sure injury riddled so far this year. I mean,
their
just
schedule is insane. Like they
Yeah.
have 15 games in 16 weeks if they make it to the CFL final.
yeah.
This is like more than
Yeah,
NFL
but
team.
you know, I mean,
Yeah.
I think it's definitely possible. You know, I think, and it has to do with a lot of it's luck, really. I mean, you just get these seasons where you get 3,
Yeah.
4, 5,
Yeah.
6 early season injuries, and then it's just really hard to rest these guys because you don't have a 50-man roster.
Yeah,
You know?
and like you had like 2 years, the past 2 years, you weren't even able to do a real winter practice or something, so you couldn't even
With
care
Corona,
about your
yep.
body with all the pandemic stuff
Yep.
going on.
Yep.
And that pays off on some days. So, and there were a lot of teams that were dealing with big injuries this season. I expected that from the last season because of the pandemic, because they didn't have a proper preparation and stuff like that. But it could also paying off right now because, yeah, the body wasn't like used as he should be used the last 2 years or 3 years already, or almost. So first kickoff for the Wolves. Number 2, Gregor Szabo. That makes a kickoff. Ooh.
Tries an onside and it
Well,
goes
it's a
out
kick
of bounds.
Yes. Well, let's see if they're gonna let him re-kick or. they can
I
let him
would take
re-kick
it at the
5 yards
40 for
back.
sure, you know. Thanks, Danny. We get a question.
Oh, Gabish, thank you very much for the information. So the QB is not a starting QB. Well, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
Okay.
let's-
So then
as
that
a
is even
backup
harder.
quarterback,
As a
he's
backup
doing
quarterback,
okay
he's
then,
doing
yeah.
good, yeah.
thanks for the info on that. That explains a lot.
Takes a team to win, that's right. The Broncos cannot play with a team too, but they have at least the 2 Americans on the roster for the offense, so there's at least a little advantage on the offense for the Broncos. And as we told before, number 11 of the Wolves, I don't know his name.
Here's another deep
Max.
pass to,
He's
just
overthrown,
barely
yeah.
overthrows Max Gray, but
And also Stefan Handel was already pretty deep on that time. on
yes,
the ball.
yes, yeah. Yeah, had he, his touchdown he underthrew, this one he overthrew. He's still going to find his timing with Max. You can tell they probably don't practice together every
Right.
single day.
That was actually probably the first week they practiced together on the same side
I
of
would
the ball.
say, right?
And Max is a pretty fast player, so yeah, why not going deep on the first down? So you now have 2nd and 10.
Yeah, it was a touchdown if he hits him. I mean, he's wide open back there.
He's
So
gone.
now a nice counter, and he put
Very
his
good taking
shoulder
it,
down.
yes.
Very nice. Gained
First
6, 7
6,
yards
7
there.
yards, right. Nice run.
Gives you an open playbook for 3rd down.
Yeah. 3 down to 3 yards to go. Tight end formation for the Browns, like some kind of standard formation they're playing with Stefan Handel as a hanging tight end. There's a run
Oh, here
off
we go.
and
Chase,
Reese.
it's a called run, and he tripped himself. By the 96 got a hand on it.
You got a hand on him?
The,
Yeah.
the
Looked-
so-called shoestring tackle he just made. So,
It wasn't the turf monster because we were playing on a natural field.
yeah, definitely not the turf.
But he got
monster.
he got a yeah.
He did
got
get a hand
his
on his shoe just barely, and it tripped him
feet.
up.
But
So
27
4th
was on
down.
his way to Attila Shebek to make the tackle.
Yeah, it would have been a hard 1st down again.
Yeah. You got to go with the first punt now. But as on every stream, the Broncos punter is also the Broncos quarterback, so don't be very surprised if they go for it. But I don't think they do it now because the offense of
In the Swiss league, he would go.
They
for
would
it.
go for it, yeah.
But here, yeah,
playing a
nice
little more
punt.
conservative.
Nice punt.
Rex
No.
Moore is right there.
Oh,
Ooh, and
there's more guys, but there was 3 missed tackles before they could wrap him up. So,
now there's a late flag.
and
probably
yeah,
on
I
number
think it was a
11.
late hit there for sure.
Well, number 11 probably because
Yeah, he was late.
he was very late.
Just
so going
stupid.
back half a distance.
Not 11. 11's just coming on the field now, so it must have been somebody else.
Oh, it's 11 with the A on the helmet. He's walking off and taking his helmet off right now. Walking to the sideline. 11 on the black
okay.
side, yeah.
I
On
was,
the Wolf side.
yeah,
You thought it was against the Broncos?
yeah, I thought it was against the Broncos, but maybe he got blocked into him.
It's a personal foul against.
Yeah, it is against the Broncos. I thought it was against the Broncos. I don't know who it was, but for sure somebody came in and hit him really late. So
That's 15.
That's piling
yards
on.
for free again.
yeah, it's just stupid penalties. You don't see them a lot from this
You don't
team.
need it actually.
You know, just I'm surprised the discipline is not where it should be.
Well, it's actually the first game you have to win this season.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
for sure you want to win every game, but this game is a must win because if you don't win, you're out of the competition. And that takes some, maybe some.
So another run to 34 through the middle. This time they're ready for him. They stop him for 0 yards. Nice. Good job by the defense there.
Good job from the linebackers.
Yep.
Reading that run pretty quickly.
Yeah, I mean that's all you're gonna defend at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, with this news that we got in from our online fans here, I think and I'm sure that Jeff Boffin knows that and has informed his defense that he's gonna backup quarterback in there. So. Oh, there he is, the big.
Now he's on open field.
Yeah, that's a tough tackle to make.
Yeah, Matt Tano.
Yeah.
He's not a small guy too.
No, and that's another thing. You know who these guys are. So at this point, they know who can catch the ball and who's dangerous. I mean, number 46, you can't leave him alone. And I'm impressed by their hurry up. I really am. I mean, they've got an amazing pace.
With the backup quarterback.
Another horrible pass, though.
Yeah.
I mean, and the guy was wide open on the bubble screen. He had an easy first down, if not a touchdown, if that pass was on the money.
Yeah, because there was nobody there.
And what is that, like a 15-yard pass, and he throws it in the ground? I mean, even if it's a backup quarterback, I mean, those are passes you have to make.
We get a shout out quickly. Our channel members, we have Enzo.ch, Gridiron Switzerland, Sigisberg, and Chopskrishon that joined our channel as a members. So you gotta wait for some like real nice content just for you in the near future. Motion to the right from the Wolves.
Another
There's
pass. Looking for. Yeah,
Should have been a pick again.
Should have been a pick, but there's a penalty, so I'm wondering what it is. Illegal man downfield, maybe. I don't know.
Eligible man on field from the offense or
Holding.
holding against the
By the defense.
against.
Wow. Okay.
Well,
Well, it's definitely a one-sided game so far by the Zebras.
yeah.
The Wolves are definitely not. They
You
can't
don't-
complain about the ref in this
No,
game for sure.
It's a 5-yard penalty, is an automatic first down.
Well, that's the killer, right? The first down.
Yeah, the 5 yards are 5 yards, but the first down is a first down. So, huh? Oh, it's off the end. No, the pass wasn't complete. It's a 10-yard against. Like holding off the defense is a 10-yard foul. Okay. I was pretty sure it was a 5-yard foul, but yeah. I'm off of reffing for quite a couple of years now, so.
So first and goal again. Look, they're in a position now where they could tie the game.
In the first quarter, it's like a little more than 40 seconds left.
Well, under center for the very first time out of the I formation. I mean, this is something. Why not with this offensive line, right?
Like the run.
Here we go. Oh, but he's gonna.
And he's going by himself.
Yeah, he's not quite as fast as I thought he was gonna be. The Broncos covered that up fairly decently. It was naked bootleg out of the I formation, but it didn't really seem like he wanted to run. He was very interested in trying to get to the sideline, which is understandable, I guess, if you're the backup quarterback.
Then
right?
you don't have a lot of quarterbacks left for the game.
Which is then surprising that they even make that call.
Because if this guy get hurt, then we are in serious trouble.
That was another fumble, and it looks like the Broncos got a. Yes, they did. They got the ball.
There's a red ball. This is pretty bad for the Wolves now because they had that nice drive to get again.
Yep.
Looks like it's red ball. Yeah,
red
first
ball.
down Broncos.
So a very high snap, and that very costly, very costly.
Yeah, the
quarterback can't do anything about that. You know, he was barely able to get his hand on it and knock the ball forward to try to catch it. The fullback tried to grab it, but it didn't work out before the Broncos got there. So a huge break for the Broncos.
Yeah. And they had their first 3 and out on the last drive.
Yes.
And it's quarters, so they're switching field sides. The sun is gone.
I mean, that definitely, when we think back at the end of the football game, if it ends up being close, this was definitely a turning point in the football game right here. Because, I mean, right now, all the momentum was with the Wolves at this point.
They could have been trying to tie the game.
I mean, no matter what, they would have scored. So it would have been either 14-10 or 14-14.
So it would be a one-score game.
Giving up the ball at this point was super costly for the Wolves.
So let's see what Jeff Buffin's decision is now on the first play. Let's see if it goes deep again. But Max Gray on the receiver.
Yeah, so they start on their own 10-yard line. Motion, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a rollout, and he's looking.
To the left.
He found somebody. Nice catch. Beautiful catch by number 1. Great hands.
It's number 3, actually. It's Max Gray.
Was it? Ah, it was number 3. No wonder then. Okay.
It looked like a college receiver catching ball.
I was just going to say whoever that is has some really good hands. Yes. Now I understand, And this is the difference, right? I mean, you have athletes here, but, I mean, it just makes a difference. And this is the nice thing about what I was talking about before. I mean, these young kids that are coming up, they started playing football when they were 8, 9 years old. They can do this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Because they've caught many
they
balls.
Got teached about that for years.
Yep. And they've been able to practice and practice and practice.
Ooh,
that could be late.
That should be a late hit, too. Because
but I'm glad if they don't call that, honestly. I mean,
I'm okay with that, too.
It's football, you know.
But it's not necessary.
No, it's not. But it's not going to hurt anybody.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, maybe warn him and say, hey, next time.
Right.
Yeah, and he's doing that, exactly that.
Yeah.
Nice job by the ref. Nice job by the ref.
96 has some equipment issues, looks like. Mark Benjamin Turco.
So 2nd and 8. Let's see what they come out with here.
Maybe, yes. Standard formation, tight end moving to the left prior to the snap. It was a pass to the right for Max Gray. And
and he hurdles. What a beautiful move for a first down.
And he gets a first down.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, he can play.
He still can do it.
He can play.
He can do it.
Yep.
Nice blocking on the sideline from, I think it was number 1. So let's
check. Highlight reel kind of pass right there. I mean, anybody that's watching you'll see it somewhere on YouTube, I'm pretty sure, because that was a beautiful catch and run right there by Max Gray.
Well, it was a pretty fun receiving core with numbers 0, 1, 2, and 3 today.
Oh, nice run through
nice
the
run,
middle.
Breck de Bozere. He took off the first time for today. Got about 7-8 yards on his first carry. Clyde Frogster, yes, that's Tom Foch. He lost about, looks like 500 pounds.
At least.
Or 200 kilograms.
Yep.
He's like skinnier than.
He's one of the best refs, I think.
Also
in Europe
personally.
for sure. Oh,
screen.
Quick, nice screen.
Ooh, that's a hold from 72.
That was absolute hold.
Ooh, that should be,
and he knew it too. He's shaking his head that he didn't get a call on that.
Oh wow, that was
that was a missed call. So I guess all the calls they made before against the Broncos, it evens out because that was a hold 100%.
This is not even. Know it as an offensive lineman when you do that, then you get a flag.
I mean, he's looking around for the flag.
Where is the flag? I cannot help you to put out the flag of your belt.
He probably would have thrown it on himself.
Lucky play for the Broncos.
Absolutely.
First down now in Wolves territory. Wolves with a 3-man line too, but loading the box with 4 linebackers.
And
Break the Bozere.
Brett gets another run right up the middle. Another
He
first down.
He reads the holes in his offensive line very, very good.
Well, that hole right
Pretty
there
good
wasn't
inside
so
runner.
hard to read, but yep, absolutely.
He got a first down for the Broncos, and he's changing with Eric Regat.
Well, it's good. A good rotation he's got going, trying to keep his players healthy here. You know, I mean, it's a long season, like you said. So I mean, it's try to stay ahead of the game, and win the game, but also rest the players that you know that are banged up a little bit.
Don't put them on unnecessary risk.
Nice,
Wow,
beautiful
that
time,
protection is
absolute
great.
beautiful time.
A nice catch from Stefan
yeah, by
Hannell.
Hannell, yeah, but I mean, he
First
had
down for
all the
Ronald.
time in the world. Holy moly. That was at
all day
least
long.
7 or 8 seconds he had to throw that football.
He just had to step one step forward into his pocket,
Yeah.
and he was
Impossible
protected.
for the D
Yeah.
backfield to cover anybody
you
that
can't
long.
cover forever. You wish you could, but you can be as good as a DB as you can be, but it's impossible to cover like for more than 2 or 3 seconds usually.
Yeah. Hey, you can be happy after that much time.
Yeah.
It's not a touchdown.
It's not a touchdown, yeah.
So it's
Bunch, some kind
another
of bunch
first
formation.
down, yeah. It looks
Max
like
Gray
they're
is
figuring
doing the-
things out
yes.
here. A run to
Eric is
nice,
following,
beautiful.
nice
How I would
read.
follow that guy
He's,
too.
yeah, it's Michel Durhams. He's about 198.
Yeah, and
He's
150
about 6'6"
kilos.
and about 330
yeah,
something.
I would follow that
I would
guy
follow
too.
him
Yeah,
too, yeah.
It looked like Emmett Smith on that play. You know,
Yeah.
He put his hand out on his hip and just went
and
and followed
just
him.
go with him. And what you're supposed to do as a running back when
Absolutely.
you have a power
Until he
play,
stops, then you pick
Yeah.
left or right
Yeah.
and keep going.
you can't see anything left or right behind Michel.
No, well, which is
But
okay
then-
as long as
yeah,
he's going
as long
forward.
As he's going forward, you got to follow him.
So 2nd and 4. Another
And
run.
Eric
Looks like
Regat.
the same play, actually. And
Nice.
again,
He's
put his
putting
head down.
shoulder, yeah.
And he's very close to the goal line
Yes,
at this
like
point.
2
Definitely
yards
first
or
down, so
2
it looks
yards
like
apart.
look like
I would bet they get a run to option play now.
you know what? Honestly, I would probably run that same play again. I mean, that's 2 plays right in a row for
Truck him
about
again.
14 yards. Why not?
Yeah.
Michelle's having fun. Let
But
him
they
go.
got to stuff the middle now, so let's see what they got to do.
Or if you've got a play action pass off exactly that play, that would probably work. But with first and goal from a 3, why not try? Oh, there you go. You were absolutely right, but they were ready for
But
that.
they're ready for that, yes.
They had 2 guys out there.
It's 2nd and 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Yep.
Yeah, that play worked.
You can
all season
outthink
long.
yourself sometimes, you know. I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes just go. I mean, it's
Just go. Just go. As long as the play works.
And
use it.
I know
Yeah.
as a coach,
Yeah.
you know, it's one of those things. You don't want to run the same play 3 times in a row because you're like, no, you just don't do that. But I mean, if it's working,
As long as it works.
it would have been
Yeah.
open again on that
Yeah.
side.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because
There
they
wasn't
shut
so heavy
down that
pressure
quick.
on that
They
side,
were
right.
ready for the quick option on the left, but they could have run the right. So now they
Max
sweep.
Gray.
Yeah, here he goes. Oh, he doesn't
That
get
was a
it, but
flag.
it's going to
Could
be a holding.
Be a holding on number 0
be.
from the Broncos. Oh, let's see what the flag's for.
Yeah, they're still talking about it, but it's got to be a hold on the receiver out there. There's nothing else they can call, really. Which would be too bad, but it looks like then we would maybe. I mean, it would still be 2nd down. So I mean, they still.
Wir haben nur noch. Und hier ist eine schöne Luft.
Ref threw the flag. He told me prior to the game if I pronounce his name again wrong, then he got to do some
you buy him a
lawsuits
beer?
against me because I mentioned Mueller on the last.
Oops.
And he called me this week and said, when you do it again, you're going to rip your ass off. But
So it is a holding
it
call.
was a holding call
Yeah.
against the Broncos.
Well, it's a big penalty.
Yes.
That gives you.
It's still a 2nd down.
It's still 2nd down,
So,
but
but
now you've
now
got
you've got, like,
almost
14 yards to
20
go.
to get to the end zone.
Like 14.
14,
We have
yeah.
the 5-yard
14,
lines
yeah.
today, yeah. So that could be pretty hard.
There we go.
Here we go, Brian. Thank you very much.
Hey, I appreciate that, Brian. You
Appreciate that,
great
man.
fans. Love it. Here we go.
Roll out to
Roll
the left.
out, and he's looking. He's not so much
Now
time this time, and they got him.
They got him.
Yeah, so they
Well,
now
those
they need to
receiver
be
open.
careful to not get knocked out of field goal range because I mean they've got a kicker,
They're on the 20 now.
and you don't want to give away points.
Well, you're on third down now, so you don't necessarily have to go all in now to the end zone. So go closer, take the field goal, make it a 2-score game.
20,
Because
so
they're
it's
on
a
20.
30-yard field goal from here.
Yeah,
so
but you're on third down.
yeah, you
so
just can't lose yards here.
you can't lose. Yeah,
Yeah.
you need to gain about
Yeah.
like 5 to 10 yards. You don't need to go necessarily to the end zone. But if you can, go for it. Just don't get sacked again. Because that was the first sack for the Budapest Wolves on the day.
Yeah, it'll be a nice opportunity for Noah to kick
Now
a
we
field
get
goal
a
from
timeout.
here. Yeah, it's another
from
smart
the
timeout here by the
Wolves.
coach.
Yes. Wolves taking together
Yeah.
a defense.
They want to see they wanted to see what the lineup was going to
Yeah.
be, and then took
Yeah.
a timeout. Smart.
But I'm pretty sure Jeff Buffum has an out of formation, out of play in mind already. Let's talk quickly about the announcement from yesterday. It's actually pretty funny that a team from Switzerland and a team from Hungary is playing today because they are like 2 of the 3 newly added ELF franchises. So they're
Okay.
going to be a Swiss team. The Zurich Guard, like the Swiss Guards, Zurich Guards. And the Budapest team, not in Budapest, but in the city 17 kilometers away from Budapest,
Okay.
in Hungary. Also the Milano Seamen, they announced it yesterday on a press conference. So that could be pretty interesting in the future for Swiss football,
Yeah,
for
for
Hungarian
sure.
football.
Absolutely. I
Also
mean,
for
it's
Italian
nice, you
football.
know. You're giving the guys here something to play for. You know, I mean, other than just because you
Yeah.
love the football
Yeah.
game.
Could be an opportunity for Swiss players to get the international stage light.
Right, that you need. It just makes it easier because you know there are people there that are watching, and college opportunities open up for you. And this is what you're playing for, you know. This is
What you're
for a
playing
lot of these young guys. So deep drop. Let's see.
Pass.
Oh, and almost a sack, but he's quick. Oh, he's gonna
Can also
try
put
to
the
get
ball up
there.
in the
No,
air. He's hitting the pylon with the ball.
Yeah.
The ball was not badly
No,
placed.
it was not
but
that
yeah,
bad, but Max couldn't get
Max
to it.
couldn't get there. So they have 4 down now on their 20-yard
I'm surprised
line.
now a little bit that he didn't run for that because he had a lot of room there to run.
And he could do at least like 5 yards or something and then slide down to just get an easier
Or go out of
field goal.
bounds, you
Or
know.
go out of bounds
Yep.
and make it an easier field goal. Because now it's about a 40-yard field. Now a 30 from 37 yards.
And it looks like Eric's going to kick the field goal.
Kicking a field goal. Chase Henry's is the holder, so also there. But 20 yards away, you don't do any fancy stuff usually on a field goal, leading just 1 score.
Good blocking.
And
Horrible
that ball
kick.
is off.
No.
So no points
So
for
they
the
gave away.
Broncos.
Wow, that's horrible because you're on the
Yeah.
2-yard
You're
line.
on the 2-yard
You're
line.
a
First down.
2-yard line, first
With
and
the first
goal.
down, yeah.
And you don't get points. So, I mean, as bad as the fumble was before by the Wolves that gave up the sure points, that now the Broncos returned the favor and said, okay, you know what? If you're giving us points, we'll give you some points back.
Don't give you points
Yeah.
back. Yeah.
So yeah, it's still an even game. You know, as quickly as the Broncos started in that pick six, that 14-0 lead, it looked one-sided. Now it doesn't look so one-sided.
Now we are back
because-
to your game.
Absolutely.
Now let's see what the defense.
And I
of the
think
Broncos-
long term, like you said before, long term, that offensive lineman in the backfield behind that huge offensive line that the Budapest have, and there he is going
That's an
again.
advantage again.
It's tough to stop that, you know. And there, I mean, look at they
He's-
were
he's
on
pushed
him
like-
behind the line of
Yeah,
scrimmage,
he still makes 4 yards.
and he gains 4 yards.
Yeah, and that's what you need from a running back
Absolutely.
on a first down. Nothing
Yep.
else.
And there's an injured player
There's
by
an
the
injured player on the
Broncos,
Broncos,
which
looks
is
like-
not a surprise.
Like
With
34 or 54 either.
when you
Silvakus
get
with the middle
when you
linebacker.
land under
Yeah,
that
that's-
pile, yeah,
you
that's a
don't wanna
lot
do
of
that.
weight.
You don't want to do that. Silvan Kasut, middle linebacker of the Broncos. He was in the middle of that flow.
Yep. Yeah, somebody's got to go low early, you know. You try to, trying to tackle that guy up high makes no sense whatsoever. I mean, if you're a defensive lineman, okay,
you're a
but
defensive tackle
anybody
with
anybody
150
behind the
kilograms, okay,
defensive
yeah.
line, you got to go low.
You don't have that
No.
that real big middle linebacker you had back in the days.
Right?
They were stuffing
Exactly.
holes. So they are.
It
pretty
looks like he's
athletic
okay
down
though, so
there.
that's
Looks like
good.
he's okay. He's limping a little,
Yeah.
but that's okay.
He'll be back.
He'll be back quick, I think. But still, when you get under that pile, your breath has got to taken away pretty surely.
That's a lot of weight.
Yes. Well, the Broncos fans are getting loud, helping their defense. I still don't understand why the Broncos sideline is always choosing the close side to the stands, because this could be very disruptive for
Yeah,
a
actually.
team.
Yeah.
If you have like these 6, 7 really loud people behind you making noise all the time, your defense is on the field, like your offense is on the field, so then you can't do anything.
Oh,
if you
another
don't
nice
tackle.
play. Who is that?
Matano again, I think, or was it?
No,
Simon
Simon Bear.
He's right on time.
Wow,
man.
he was right on that. I mean, it was a beautiful catch for almost first down, but you can't cover any better than
You
that.
can be better. You can
Nope.
be better on time than he was right
Yep.
there.
Yeah, I'm super impressed.
Wow.
I mean, that year of high school that he did hit
That
a
helped a
world
lot.
of good. A
That
world
helped a
of good.
lot.
He learned so much technique.
They got to measure it.
Yeah, I mean what was that, like a 3-yard stop? That's almost impossible to stop, and he still almost got there to knock the ball out.
Right.
Nice play by the Wolves. Gives them a if it's not a first down, it gives them a 3rd and inches,
Inches, then you got
which
the tank-
I would
the
say
tank behind the
right.
offensive
Give
line, yeah.
give them to the offensive lineman with the
Don't go with fancy football.
the bus. We'll call him the bus.
Become the bus.
Yeah, because he's
There was a bus already. We had a tank before.
yeah, but
We
yeah,
had a
this
tank,
this
man.
guy
We had
the
a
bus.
train, we had a bus,
Yeah,
yeah.
the wheels on the bus.
Like,
I would if I was the coach. No, they gave him the first down, so no
Yeah,
need for the bus.
but
They-
probably the bus will take over again as well.
I would keep riding the bus.
Yeah, because
Yep.
you tire out the defense.
Oh,
when you have, like,
absolutely. With that
such a
O lineman,
small
you know,
defensive
and
line,
at some
like,
point,
not
then
small, but
then you fake it to the bus and give it to the huge tight end over the middle. I mean, that's a killer combination right there.
Pass to the right,
Yeah.
dropped again. Yeah, drops are like
It's a huge problem for them.
They
So, I mean,
increased
they've got 2 players.
lost
They've got that
here.
running back number 34 and that tight end number 46. And that's all I've really, and that offensive line, obviously. But other than that,
it's not just on the Wolves, it's also on the Broncos and also in the Swiss League. There were like way more drops
Yep.
than I was
Yep.
like
Yep.
thinking about back like 3 years ago.
yeah, no excuses for that.
So it's easy to say when you have the hands on, you can catch it, you can touch it, you can catch it, but
34
Yeah, you still
again,
have-
follows his
yes.
O-line, and an easy
Somebody going
6
deep.
yards there.
like low tackle,
Yep.
Romeli Parolini, number 80. He's playing it smart as a safety, going down to the legs of 46. You can't get tackled on like 7 plays on a drive low
Yeah.
to your knees without getting banged up. So
So an
34
important
plays.
3rd down here early in the game, I think.
now the Broncos fans are
They're
Freaking out
definitely man and loading the box. Let's see what they do. They're going to bring heat. They're dropping out.
bring the bus is
And
coming.
the bus is coming. An easy
He's
first
doing the
down
first
there.
down. Again,
Very easy first down. I mean, he didn't get touched till he had the first down.
yeah,
Yeah. I would, like I said before, I mean,
let him run.
let him run.
As long as he can do it, let him run.
Sure. And then
And then play action out of it.
well, that's the thing.
Start
If
playing.
you stop that guy, you
Yeah.
have to add guys in the box.
Right.
And when you do that, play action opens
Yeah.
wide open.
Yeah.
Especially with a tight end the size of that
Right.
number 4 that
46.
they have. I mean, he is absolutely huge.
And if he's in motion, he is hard to tackle too.
Yep.
He has Matt
As
Janelle
we
and-
saw before,
As
yes.
we saw before, yeah.
So another
Bunch
double
of
twins
cross, yes.
formation. And he's going to pass. Now he's reading. It looks like a hold
Flag
call,
looks like
though.
Holding, yes.
He's got yards,
Yeah,
though.
let him run.
He's got yards,
Let him
but
run.
it's going to be a hold. They're going to bring
Gotta
that
get him
back.
Yeah. Tom
First time we
Fox.
saw the quarterback really get some yards up with his legs. Would have been a 30-yard gain,
Yeah,
and
it was
that's
the left
coming back.
tackle,
That's
actually,
coming
that
back.
was holding big time on this play. That sucks as a runner, as a ball carrier, when you run like almost half off the field, and then you got to get called back. And then when you're the quarterback, it
Oh, yeah.
even hurts more.
Absolutely. And at the same time, though, then you have to say, okay, you can't really get mad at the guys because they're just trying to protect you.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you take it as it comes and you back up. So this is the first big penalty, actually, against the Wolves in the game. So 1st and 20 now for the Wolves.
It's like
From their
a little
own
more than
35.
3.5 minutes left in that half.
Yeah, depending on what happens
not
here, it
factor.
either means they can
He's doing that quick slant signal again to 46. Now he's doing it like a
inside
hitch.
handoff and now
34
they're
stopped
figuring
it.
it out. They're
Now they
going
gotta- yes.
going low on him finally.
But number 19 was wide open
Yes.
on that little hitch.
Yep.
And if you gotta get the
It
ball,
looked like an RPO
Yes,
and he
well-
didn't throw it.
And he made also the signal again
Yep.
to that short route.
Another double twins formation.
Or other hurry up offense.
So 2nd and 19 here. They have to throw the football.
Yeah.
Nice for them to. They
three
Broncos
minutes.
can start using their timeouts here to preserve some time, possibly. Pass
Pass
over the
through
middle,
the middle.
wide open, and a bad.
He's
Oh, he
on
did
the
get a hold of
jersey.
him.
Yeah, the tackle was
Yeah.
not good, but he grabbed the jersey.
Yep.
And he kept the clock running.
But they were able to make a 3rd and manageable out of
5,
it.
yeah.
3rd and 5.
Out of,
So
1
nice
and 20.
pass there.
Nice pass to the middle.
So the question is, do they actually bring heat here, or are they just showing it?
You would know that prior to the play. It will make it easier for the offense for sure. Like 5 yards to go.
Oh, it's going to
That's
be
a
another
pass
pass
to
over
the
the
middle.
middle. Yeah, that's
And
what
here's
we
the
were
first down.
talking about
Yeah.
before, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's just the guy you have to
Short
cover
pass, yeah.
because you know that's who he's looking for.
But how you want to cover a guy that is running with his back towards you as a DB because
Yeah, you have to
he's-
undercut it as a linebacker. You have to get
Yeah,
underneath
yeah.
it. Yep. Yep.
Somehow.
But the middle linebacker has to know.
should have been there.
Has
yeah.
to know.
I think Silvan
Yeah.
Kazut is not back yet.
Yeah.
Is he? No, he is not.
No, he's not, and that's what
Still
happens.
on
Okay, you get a
sideline, yeah.
back up in there, you miss
Yeah.
that step, and
You know that
it's a
because
first
you know
down.
where the players to watch where.
Oh, quarterback
running now
didn't
by
make the
himself.
handoff, so now he has to run in his
He's
own.
Trying to slide away from the tackle.
Yeah, 34 was expecting the ball. The handoff didn't happen. 8 made the best of it though and got 3 yards. So.
Clock's running 1.5 minutes.
Yeah, it looks like.
They only have 1 timeout left, so
Yeah.
they already took 2.
It'll be
so
interesting now to see what they try to do here. Do they take some shots in the end zone, or do they?
stop at least the clock before
Yeah,
their timer
because you can
runs
only
out.
stop it now if you go out of
You wanna-
bounds
you
or
wanna go-
incomplete
you wanna-
pass.
You want to go on the scoreboard for sure, somehow. So either on a field goal
Yeah.
or on a touchdown.
Also in the back of your head, though, you had that pick 6. You don't want to just throw the ball
Yes.
up somewhere. And there's a nice blitz.
Oh,
Oh,
man,
beautiful
this is a sack.
blitz. Beautiful
This is
blitz. I mean, he
Sebastian
missed him,
Kotz.
but he was so scared of the
Yeah.
blitz because they
Yeah, and
came
then he
so
slipped a little
fast
too.
that he just fell down.
Slip.
Yeah.
That
That.
was not the first time the Broncos are bringing pressure from the outside, but this
No,
was
and
actually
I
the
would do
first
that
time
with a
he
backup
was not
quarterback.
blocked.
I would
Yeah.
do that all day long until he proves he can handle it.
Usually they were blocked better than
Yep.
they were on the.
That was a
play.
nice blitz. Beautiful
Yeah.
blitz.
Yeah, beautiful executed.
And the clock is running, so it looks like both teams
30
are happy with a
seconds,
14-7.
Broncos will get the ball after the halftime with the uneven line again for the Broncos, so they do not expect a run. Pass to the right. Ball is catch, but he got to be tackled in bounds. Let's see if they got to take the timeout for the 4th down, but I don't think.
Nah, they're going to run it.
Or they got to do it.
They're
maybe
running the
one
clock.
shot to
Looks
the
like
end
it's
zone.
halftime. So we will see you guys on the other side of
See
halftime
what
with a
they're doing.
14-7 lead for the Calanda
There's a
Broncos.
timeout, actually.
Now
Yes.
with
They got to do it. They
3.7.
do 11. A
Oh,
lost
maybe
shot
a
to
Hail
the end
Mary.
zone. Yeah.
Why
it's
not?
not even a Hail Mary on the 33-yard line, so I don't know if you want to call it a Hail Mary, but there's 1 shot to the end zone. Why not?
That's a Hail Mary.
Because, yeah, it's a Hail Mary. Yeah. A Hail Mary is for me is like from the 50.
No, anywhere if you're just heaving it up.
Yeah.
But you know what? If you can get 46 down there, then
Yeah,
good luck trying to cover him, right?
Cover him, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're size-wise, they have a huge advantage.
Winners, yeah.
Why
I'm
not?
pretty
Why
sure
not try to do it?
Probably Max Gray will get on that field for now. He's not getting ready at the sideline.
That would surprise me if they don't put him in there. Because that's an easy 6 points if you can pick that.
Yeah, because he's gone when he gets
Oh,
there.
yeah. No question.
But it looks like he's really hurt, and he's not making himself ready
Nope.
to join the game. So now you got to see a 3-man line and 8-man coverage, probably.
Yeah, I would say. Because, I mean, they don't have any super fast people on their offense.
Because like six.
So,
three-
like,
three
you don't have to
something
worry about them running the distance to get a score or touchdown. I haven't seen her. I mean, 34 is a big guy, but he's not going to run from here to a
No.
touchdown, so they have to throw here.
16 is pretty tall, too.
Yeah,
See
I
around
mean, this is what
outside.
I'm saying. Simo one-on-one almost with him. Here comes 46 to the same
Six in
side.
motion, yeah.
They're definitely, yeah, I mean, and looks like he's got some time now.
He
Oh,
gets-
that's
he
just a
gets the
horrible
ball, yeah.
play. Absolutely horrible.
It doesn't help anybody
Makes
because
no sense whatsoever.
like the halftime is over now.
Yeah, I mean,
It was
you have
tough
to
for
go
the
to the
runners.
end zone.
Yeah, if you got to play that play,
Yeah,
either
if
throw
you-
the ball
absolutely.
away or go to the end.
Yeah, I mean, that makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. But
Well,
okay.
still, he's the backup quarterback.
Yeah, but
Yeah, Brian,
it wasn't
yeah.
the quarterback. It was the
Calling,
coach. Because there was nobody in the end zone.
Probably a pass interference call on the last play can happen too. That's what you have in your mind too when you're playing a play like that. But then you have to go deep.
Yeah,
So,
a pass interference call, sure, but that does you no good whatsoever when you're still on the 35-yard line. So,
14-7 halftime. So the Broncos are up by 1 score. They got to get the ball in the second half for the first. The Wolves will get to kick off the second half. We got to be back.
we'll be
about 10
back.
minutes. We'll be back.
All right, see you then.
So late.
beste Version von dir bist du. Wenn du einfach du selbst bist, was auch immer die anderen hören, hör nur die Songs, die du wirklich liebst. Pausenlos. Wechsle jetzt zu Spotify Premium für Musik ohne Werbeunterbrechungen und gönn dir 3 Monate für 12,95 €. Jederzeit kündbar. Tippe aufs Banner, um mehr zu erfahren.
Welcome back, Melek Fogatatash. I hope my Hungarian was some kind of right to welcome you back to the second half time.
You amaze me again and again, Ola. I didn't even know you spoke Hungarian.
I didn't know before 5 minutes before too, but Google Translate told me that it's something like this. Yeah, it's a 14-7 lead here in the CEFL quarterfinal in Chur. Calanda BRONCOS playing the Budapest Wolves. The Budapest Wolves, we mentioned before the game, they're a pretty physical team, and what we saw from 46 and 36, they are a pretty physical team, beside their offensive line, of course.
Yep.
And the Broncos will get the ball, so they gotta go for the end zone.
I mean, the thing is, at this point, right, you're only down 7 points.
Right.
And the only thing you don't want is it to be a high-scoring football game? Because if you're I'm speaking of the perspective of the Wolves. If it becomes a high-scoring football game, you lose the game because you don't have the quarterback, you don't have the offense. So you're in a situation now with 14-7. If you control the clock, you control the ball, then you have every possibility in the world to win this football game.
Keep the score as low as possible.
Absolutely, and use 34 and use 46.
Yes.
Make them defend your strength first.
I'm pretty sure there's going to be some Chase Henry's Max Gray connection on the first drive for the Broncos. Jeff Botham, he is one of the best coaches all over Europe, and I'm pretty sure he has something in his pocket to beat that defense from the Wolves. But we got to see how the defense of the Broncos can react, because if you are up one score all game long, you got to score, you get a score, you get a score, you get a score. There's one single mistake, and then you have an even game.
Yep.
And this is not what the Broncos usually have, except they play Bern and then the Swiss League, or they play international games. But this is not like a daily situation for the Broncos.
No, and you're missing a lot of your key players, too, who you can rely on to make those plays that when you need them down the stretch. And they're just not on the field today. So, I mean, like I said, I would put all kinds of pressure on the defense of the Broncos. And the best defense is offense. I mean, keep your offense on the football field if you're the Wolves. Drive that football down the field. Make them stop you. And even if they stop you, you've taken time off the clock. Just don't give the ball to Chase Andrews and Max Gray.
Don't let them play.
Exactly.
So first kickoff the Wolves had that was not pretty good. It was kick out of bounds. Let's see what they decide to do to start the second half. Welcome, Coach.
Here we go. Kickoff.
To the stream,
and it's a return.
And he's taking off. He has really fast legs.
Oh, he's going up the middle, and he's got a nice return. Oh, he got hit hard, though.
To the 35-yard line about.
Yeah, and paid for it.
And paid for it.
Yep, nice hits.
He was playing in the GFL 2 the last season. GFL 2 is not as bad as you might think, the second league in Germany. But he has really fast legs. He's like an on-the-line runner. He needs 2-3 steps to gain his full speed. And when he's on the backfield of the Broncos, as it looks like he is right now, he can be a pretty dangerous threat to a defense that is pretty heavy and pretty big on the Wolves side. But if he sees a hole, he got to find the hole.
I mean, the offensive line of the Broncos isn't small, so
yeah,
here we go. And
especially
there's
on
a
the left
hole,
side,
and he's got a nice run right there. He could have called a face mask. They didn't. But it's an 8-yard gain on first down. I mean,
it's the left side of the Broncos' offensive line. It's the left guard.
I would run there all day long.
We already mentioned him today. He's 198, like 6'6". He's about 330 pounds. And we have Andre Muddes. He is not on the field right now. He's on the sideline. He's still also dealing with a calf injury. We have number 62 on the left side now as a left tackle for the Broncos. Pretty surprising, Joel Meili. He started playing football 2 or 3 years ago.
But they run that left side successfully, got a first down.
Nice blocking, first down. Already in the half of the Wolves, the Broncos. And I'm pretty sure they're not going to hurry a lot because time could be a factor in close games. And as more time you can play, you can get away from the start of a half, as less time you need to get away at the end of a half. So first and 10. Like the 43-yard line.
Oh, offsides defense.
That was contact. So
good job.
This is
Nice.
This is like the pointing linemen.
Yeah, I love that.
This
right?
is my favorite
It wasn't
picture,
me.
yeah,
it was him. Yeah.
Everybody
the
is
other guy
pointing
moved.
fingers to
But
the
for
others.
sure, the defense jumped.
Like if you are 4 defensive linemen that jump, it doesn't even matter if
Nope.
an offensive lineman moved first,
Nope.
because if he moved
Yep.
and there was somebody not aligned somehow across him,
Defense offsides for
Defense
sure.
offsides,
Nice
5
snap
yards
count.
for free,
Nice
yeah.
snap count. But these are the little things
yes,
that Jeff Buffum does so well.
yes, because you now insecure the defensive line,
Yeah,
because you got to
absolutely.
make him wait until the ball moves for sure,
Yep.
and they got to wait for sure on the next play.
Yep.
So you have the cadence all for you.
I mean, you
now.
just have to. The one thing you have to have is you have to have the self-confidence that your offensive line is going to hold their
Right.
water and not
Right.
jump. And if they do that, then almost every time, if you've been going on one for most of the game, you're going to get the defensive line to jump. So here we go. Looks like a good drive going so far. In first and 5, which is nice. So that's a good
Yes.
down to go deep.
And now he has some
Chase
room.
has got some room. He's
Yes.
going to try to get outside.
Eric
and
Reget is trying to get some
Oh,
blocks. Just
nicely
2-yard
played,
gain.
though. Nicely played by the
Yeah.
defense. Only got a yard.
Yard or
And
two.
it looked like he had a lot of field.
They reacted pretty well. They didn't give up the coverage too fast.
No? Yeah,
But
he
when they did,
got
they ran,
half a yard.
ran their ass off. So we got 2nd and 5.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah, Chase not taking any risks of getting hurt for sure, which is
Right.
smart at this point. You know, no need.
No need now. It's not the last game of the season.
Definitely not.
But it's the most
Because
win
I
game.
think he could have turned it inside instead of outside.
He's
Oh, that's a
taking the
nice
ball out.
play.
Nice play to the left.
Oh,
some-
yeah. That 21,
nice
I
tackle.
don't know if he can throw the football, but he would have been eligible to throw the football because
it
that was a
backward pass,
lateral.
Yes.
100% lateral. I don't know if that's setting something up for down the
Later,
road,
yeah.
but it's a play where for sure he's eligible to throw that ball again.
But I don't think he would be the throwing man. Might
No.
be.
And
the
now they're
number
getting
3.
too cute again. You know, they were running the football up the middle of the field without a problem. Now
This is some kind of
screen
screen to the right side to break
and
the
he
boundary.
doesn't work.
You don't get the
Didn't
first
get
down.
the first
He's on the
down.
35-yard line. So now you get a 4th and 2, a 4th and 3. You have a running back like Stefan Hanold, who is some kind of a bust too. And you have an offensive line that is pretty good on the side of the Broncos. So you go for a run, for a 3-yard run, right up the middle, or you got to try. You got to go for sure because you are like on the 35-yard line. You don't punt on that situation, but got to try to get a hard count again.
Looks like pressure coming from. They
No
take a
timeout for the
timeout.
Broncos.
Yep.
You have Stefan Hanold either as a running back or you have him as a tight end, and he's a really good blocking tight end too.
And actually, I'm super surprised they haven't run him more.
Yeah,
Really, because I mean, he's a grinder.
probably they have no option on tight end. But is the tight end as important?
You don't
as the
even
running
need
back
it.
is?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
You don't
yeah.
need it. Let him give him
You
the
need a
ball.
hand
let him,
on the defensive end from a
behind
tight
that
end.
behind that offensive line. Let him run a bit. You know, because I mean, he no matter what, he's going to get you 2 to 3 yards.
Yeah, yeah. of
Falling
course.
forward every time.
Just because he's big too. Thank you again, Sadly. I think it's your son or your brother that is not able to play today. He's doing the official play clock on the stadium. So he's a really nice guy. And he's helping also Chris, like my co-commentator, and is on the 13 team.
He is, and he is awesome with the kids. Awesome.
We maybe get to do a poll after this stream. So if there is a really big interest in doing the streams in English, I'm good with English too. I don't care if I do it in Swiss German, either real German or
and your
English.
English is great. So.
My English some kind of sounds like.
Oh, here we
English.
go.
Oh, wow,
Chase
yeah.
Andrews taking the ball
And
there.
he's going deep, going down, and yeah,
Nice
smart
play.
Really smart play from Chase Andrews.
Yep.
Really nice read.
Get the first down.
He
Get on
pulled
the
the
ground.
ball. Yeah, they played the running back because Chase didn't took off through the middle
Yep.
until now. Very nice play calling also from Jeff Buffett.
Yeah, I mean, protect your quarterback as much as you
Yes.
can, but use him when you need him.
use him when you need him.
Yep.
Right, on point. So first down for the Broncos on about the 30
So
line.
it looks to me like Jeff is doing a lot of what I said that the Budapest should be doing is controlling the football. You know.
Yep.
Yep. they've got a nice drive going, using a lot of time on the clock, tiring out that defense a little bit. And I mean, on the opposite side, you've got 28 players, and at some point they're going to get tired. So if you can keep them on the field for a long time, what happens at the end of the fourth quarter? If it does become a tight game, then it gives you an advantage.
Just to make sure that my can water didn't drop in too much, I don't see Max Gray on the field. I don't even see him on the sideline since the second half kicked off, because he's not on the field and he's not on the sideline. He has time.
Oh, he's got lots of time, but he's getting sacked.
It's not it's a sack.
Yeah, it's a sack.
Max Gray is not.
Barely up behind the line of scrimmage. No, I haven't seen Max Gray either, actually, now that you mention it.
That's a pretty hard loss, too. And also Andrew Mattis, the left tackle for the Broncos. He's dealing with a calf injury since years. It's not really an injury, but
well, I mean it's one of those things that happens when you're almost 50 years old and still playing American football. I mean, it's just not natural.
Because bodies are not machines.
Exactly.
And even machines need maintenance.
Even if we like to think they are.
Yeah. Pass to Stephen Hanold. And he got tackled on the line of scrimmage, like 1 yard gain. Now they have a 4th and 10 from the 30
Yeah, but you might as well go here.
You go for it for sure.
Why not, right?
What kind of play you want to play now? You don't have Max Gray down there. You don't have a lot of experienced receivers on the side of the Broncos. You don't have your starting left tackle. So that offense is really banged up.
Very, very. And they already took players out of the defense to boost the offense.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. Good question, though, what's going on with Max Gray, though. Here we go. 4th down.
Yes.
And they're going to go deep and actually wide open.
Wide open, but
wide open. Wow. That's unfortunate that he can get to that ball because he's wide open down the middle of the field.
Changer. Now the Broncos are still up 1 lead, but the Wolves get back the ball. They stopped the first drive of the Broncos. Broncos took away about 6 minutes off the clock. That's a lot for one drive and not scoring. But it's still 6 minutes on the third quarter now, and there is another 12 minutes on the fourth quarter then. And the time, even the Wolves are just 28 players, the time is not the friend of the Broncos right now. Not yet.
No,
maybe.
Not yet. Especially with the Wolves. I mean, they run a hurry-up offense, so they're not losing a lot of time.
Yep.
I mean, it's nice though. In a way, I think it's great. It makes the Swiss players step up now.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, Max Gray is gone. What do we do? Oh my God, can we play? Yeah, you can play.
Football.
You guys are all right. Now the Swiss players have to step up, which is good.
Right.
Which is good. Gives you a great feeling if somehow we can get through this game.
It's not the time you want to learn or you want to get that lesson.
No,
but sometimes you get thrown in life, you get thrown in situations.
And then they end up being the best lessons.
You have to handle, right.
Yeah.
Because now you really see what they can or what they can't.
Yeah.
Now 34 is taking
Yeah,
off.
34, but he's
nice
not getting
tackle.
anything. The
He's not
defense
getting
is
anywhere.
stepping up. Defense is stepping up. I think this is the nice thing about football. You realize, okay, oh no, our offense is struggling.
Some kind of struggling, yeah.
And so we got to step up with the guys that we have, and they're doing that.
They did. It's 3rd and 8 for the Broncos.
I would say take care of number 46. If you don't, that's where the first down will happen.
Because, maybe not just the first down. If you're talking on Broncos.
So double twins, let's see what happens. 34 switches aside to take care of in case there's a blitz by 4. He drops out, though. Now he forces the
pass to the right. Was it caught or was he landed out of bounds?
No, out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
And again, there it is. I mean, if Budapest comes here with their number 1 quarterback, then
that would be a different game.
A completely different game. Might not even be close, to be honest with you.
Not how the Broncos playing right now, because the defensive line is already banged up.
Yeah, I mean, they've got injuries everywhere.
Almost on every position.
Offensive line, defensive line, their imports. I mean, they're absolutely demolished. So the only thing keeping them alive at this point is bad snap. He just barely got the punt off.
Not a bad punt.
Oh, you got to stop.
Go away off the ball. Yeah, well, this is not a fair catch if the ball bounces the ground.
I mean, come on, learn the rules. You know, I mean, this is the thing, right? You get
Just go away off the ball,
Yeah.
and then nothing happens. He could have been hitting him like that.
he could have run
Yeah,
so he can get
and
hit.
he could hit him
I mean, come
like
on.
he could hit him way worse than he did.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
he was some kind of
could've.
gentle because
He was gentle. But this, there again, you know, I mean, if you don't grow
Girl.
up, these are the things that
Yeah.
if you start playing, and again, I will tell you again, everybody out there,
You
coaches, let them start early and learn football rules because you steer so much of the game by understanding the game.
yes.
And I remember not too long, it's been a few years now, but I remember Tissy Robinson, one of the best athletes, I think, probably in Europe, not picking up a kickoff because he thought,
down,
it's dead, and they ran down, jumped on it.
And he was then like later one of the best DB ever played in
Yeah,
Europe. So-
absolutely. You know, so it's like understand the game is so important. You have to understand the game.
So now let's see if the Broncos can take away as much time as they did on the first drive. They took about 6 minutes off the clock
Yeah.
on the first drive. Now there's a little less than 5 minutes until the fourth quarter starts.
Chase Andrews.
Pass to the right on the ground. That was a little low.
Yeah, it's not looking good. I mean, the offense does not look like it's clicking whatsoever. And Chase is shaking his head. He realizes he doesn't have the weapons out there that he usually has, and he's frustrated. And a frustrated quarterback is usually not a good thing.
Yeah. And, well, he can run. He can for sure run, but you don't want
You don't want him
quarterback
getting hurt.
run,
You know?
yeah.
Like you said, it's
Even
a
if he
long
can, you
season,
don't want
you
to,
know.
yeah.
And at some point, you know, he's probably going to do it just
He
because
was
he's
playing
bad.
college for 4 years too, and he was like a pretty good runner and thrower in college.
Yep.
But yeah, there you have options. So if you waste your number one QB,
Uh-oh.
then he's throwing away.
Oh,
with
he's
stiff-
doing that's athlete.
Now he's angry.
Just an athlete.
Looks like he's angry. As
Let him
fuck.
run.
Nice
Beautiful.
ball. Wow.
Good job.
Oh,
Oh, and they get a late hit on him, too. That'll be a late hit.
so that's a late hit for
Yep,
sure.
yep.
The ball would be incomplete because it wasn't under control. It looked like a catch.
No, he
first.
did. He caught it. If anything, that was a fumble because he took at least 3 steps with it. It's got to be a catch. He took 3 steps, and then the ball came
Well, it's
out
a roughing the
and went out
passer
of bounds.
for
But
40.
it doesn't matter, like you said. It's a roughing the passer first down automatic anyway.
You got to get some kind of
But I
frustration.
mean,
when the quarterback-
they had him dead to rights, and they just
Yeah.
didn't tackle him, and that was a sack for sure.
he shook off the
Didn't
tackle,
make it.
and then he got some kind of angry and just ran away.
Yep. But there again, you know, Max Gray knows exactly what to do in that situation in the offense. As a receiver, he's behind the defense,
Right.
and Chase Andrews just launches the touchdown. And here we had nobody going deep.
Okay, there is no flag. It was an ineligible man downfield that was mentioned, but there was an incomplete pass ruled on that pass. So, yeah, that's a 4 down now for the Broncos.
Yeah, that's
so
some interesting reffing.
Interesting
going on.
ruling, yeah.
Yes, very interesting. Because, I mean, if the late hits that happened on number 8 in the first half were late hits,
Then
then
what-
that
that
was a late hit
yeah.
for sure.
Of course.
You know, but I mean,
Even if he
okay.
was out of pocket and then scrambling
doesn't
around
matter.
because he was
Doesn't
still
matter.
behind the
The
line
ball
of
was
scrimmage,
gone.
it still was the
Absolutely.
passer. So,
Yep.
and that's what the rule is made for. It's like you're protecting people
Sure.
that throwing passes.
Yep. So a nice punt.
Oh, nice and high, deep,
Yep.
high and deep.
We got it though. And Rex is
Mark
down there already.
Mark.
Almost got him.
Oh, just almost.
Yeah, but it doesn't
He's down
matter. You
at
know,
the
I mean, the killer,
35, yeah.
he's there
Yeah.
exactly
And
for
there's
that.
A late flag.
For who knows what.
Block in the back or holding on the receiving team.
Yeah, you can see Jeff is nervous. He doesn't get really upset very much during a game unless he realizes he doesn't have complete control of what's
Right.
going on as a coach, which is not often for him.
Not a good sign too.
But you know, I mean, he's dealing with a shitload of adversity, with all the people that are. He's almost got more people on the sidelines hurt now than he's got on the field.
Yeah, it looks like. And there are some key players there.
Yeah, a lot of key players.
Looks like they're done for the game.
Yeah, yeah, and like you said before, I haven't seen. I hadn't even seen number 3 anywhere.
Yeah, he's like.
But I didn't see an injury happen.
I know he's banged up on his back. He had a back injury back in college when he broke his back and just lost feeling of his legs for a short time. But
which is never good.
And he has now pain on the same area than he had back in the days. Maybe. Yeah, I don't hope that happens something bad to him.
Me too.
But not even being on the sideline as an American indoor player.
Okay, so after 5 minutes,
deep ball.
Would anybody have said this is going to be a 14-7 game with 4:11 remaining in a third quarter? No, definitely not. It looked like a blowout from the start for the Broncos. And now it's going to be, I think, probably tight down to the wire. Chop block by the offense. Yeah.
That was a deep ball on the side of Matt Tano. I'm not sure you want to throw the second deep ball you play in the game
to the guy
that picked you up for 6 points. But yeah, if you're limited in options, then it could be hard. Also, Melvin Sussy, number 30 of the Broncos, wasn't on the field for the offense today. So he might be banged up too. He's one of the speediest player in Switzerland. Now the bus is taking off, 34. Going through the
which like we said, right? I mean,
he
it's
makes
14-7. Why would you not just run this guy?
He's running more than 10 yards actually.
Yeah,
on that play.
Why would you not just run that guy?
Just use him
more?
Yeah.
I mean, if you're down by 3 scores, okay, I understand.
Right.
But at this point, and there's the play action to 46, and that guy's a house. I mean, every contact. I mean, Rex is a fit linebacker, but hitting 46 is definitely not. But we are back, and the good thing is for you guys, nothing has changed. It's still 14-7. Broncos in the waning seconds of the third quarter fumble in their own backfield, so it will now be 2nd and 14. But it looks like that won't happen until the fourth quarter. Looks like at this point, both teams realize we've got tired, injured, whatever players. We're trying to run the clock out and keep the score as it is. For the Wolves, they're obviously hoping that they can run the clock and then still score a touchdown, tie it up. And the Broncos are just trying to get out of here with a win.
Yeah.
Oh, nice screen play. Oh, there we go.
We were talking about when we were off, giving the ball more to Stefan Hallel because he's some kind of tank too. Yeah. He's a pretty good runner.
He's hard to stop, you know. I mean, it's like he brings a
load. He's like 34-46 for the Wolves.
Yep.
He's on the side of the Broncos.
Yeah, so they're in a good situation here with a 3rd and 4, absolutely manageable at midfield.
Yes, and you gotta have quarters, so you don't have to walk that far to switch sides. But we talked before, like the Broncos, they somehow have to score if they want to control that game. If they do not score and have to give the ball away again to the Wolves, it's up to the Wolves to score. If the Wolves score, they can tie the game and make it a game that we didn't expect before the game.
And we didn't expect when it was 14-0.
Right, right.
Yep, I agree, 100%. I think at this point, this is a super important third down. Let's see what happens.
Back with pictures too.
We're right back at the 50-yard line once again.
4 yards to go, about 3 to 4 yards.
Wouldn't surprise me to see Chase Andrews run here on his own.
First on a hard count.
Yeah.
No hard count.
There he goes.
He's playing the option.
Yeah, there he goes. First down.
He's the first down. It was a nice block from Eric Reguette, the running back.
Beautiful.
He stopped the guy chasing
But I mean,
Chase.
I guess we know Jeff at this point.
Yeah.
This is what happens when I mean, and it's a smart way to do it. You know, it's like you don't need to risk a handoff fumble.
Right,
You don't need to risk somebody dropping a good
and
pass.
you know Chase Andrews can run.
And you know he can run. Yeah.
And he cannot just run. He's an American quarterback that can run because he ran in college back in the days.
Yeah,
back in the days means like half a year ago.
Yeah.
Because he played college until last November. So
let's see what happens.
his
here.
passes were a little off today.
Yeah, I think the timing is not what
There
it
is a
usually.
pass
there
now.
it was. There's. Oh my
nice
goodness!
catch.
What a catch!
Wow, nice
Wow,
catch.
wow.
That
okay.
wasn't technique. That was luck. But
No,
it was
I
a
wouldn't.
nice
No, I
catch.
wouldn't say that.
Wow,
I
that
wouldn't say
was some kind of juggling.
That was a beautiful, beautiful catch right there by a
He
Swiss athlete.
probably was surprised to have this ball in his hands at the end of the play. But it was first down for the Broncos
I
on the
guarantee
18
you that's not
line.
the first one-handed catch that he's made. And most of them probably come in practice.
That's right.
But once you know you can do it, then you can do it in a game, you know. Nice. And it's nice what a beautiful thing for a quarterback to know you've got a receiver other than Max Gray that can make those catches.
Run from Eric Reguette through the middle. He got tackled on about
but they're in field goal range now. Now they just have to be smart now.
Yeah, they got to take as much time off the clock as
because if they can
much as
put
they
3
can.
points on the board here, it's
Would
huge.
make it a
huge.
two-scoring game.
Yep.
It doesn't even matter a lot if you score a touchdown or a field goal. Well, you need to score in that drive for sure. And you need to take away as much time. as you
It puts a lot of pressure on a
Yeah.
backup quarterback for the Wolves.
For the Wolves, then.
Yeah.
The defense is still playing pretty decent for the Wolves, even they're tired off too. They lost 96 a couple plays ago. I didn't saw him back on the
offside, so free play.
Free
Why
play.
not? Send it up there. Touchdown.
Yeah.
Beautiful play.
There was a hand scuffle from both of them.
Absolutely
But a
good.
nice-
Amazing. But you know
but
what?
a nice
I'm
play.
impressed
Yeah.
most.
Yeah.
I'm not impressed with Andrews. Chase Andrews does this on a daily basis in college.
Yeah.
If you get a free play, you play a free play. But for a Swiss player to realize what's going on and go
In his
down and make that
second year.
catch in his second year, exactly.
And you know the situation.
I mean,
You
absolutely.
realize, you know everybody, every eye in the stadium, like 500 people up here,
Absolutely.
are watching you
Yep.
getting that ball, and he's doing
Yep.
it like he never did anything
Yep.
else in his
Yep.
life.
Really, really.
That's
I
nice.
mean,
That's really
that was
nice.
his drive right there
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, that one-handed catch
Yeah,
and now the
insane
touchdown,
catch, and now the
absolutely
touchdown.
perfect.
And this is also a Jeff Buffen thing. If you have a player that makes like a real good play, he gets a second chance.
Yeah, go back to
Even
him.
if it was a free
Yeah.
play, but then
Go
prove
back
it.
to him.
Prove
Let him
You're-
go.
you're
Ride
right.
that guy. Ride
Yes.
him.
Right at it.
Yep. Beautiful, beautiful play.
Very,
and
very nice
almost
play, yeah.
seemed like on the other side, like they had given up. There was no defense. The guy was in position to make a play. He
They
just
were
didn't.
surprised for the free play, I
Yes.
think. So there was just one guy at him.
Yep.
But he didn't play it like as hard as he could
No.
play if it would be like a regular play.
Nope.
I'm not sure there was maybe a whistle on the play. I don't think so. But if you see like a free play as a defensive player, you should be aware of
And
anything.
it looked like they thought there
Yeah.
was a whistle,
Yeah.
right? Because
It
they were
looked like it.
standing,
I
they were
couldn't hear it in the booth, but-
flat-footed. An easy touchdown.
Now it's a 14-point lead. Now it looks different for the Calanda BRONCOS.
It does.
But still, the
And for
Budapest
number
Wolves, and for number 8, yeah.
Another beautiful kick.
Nice high
Wow.
deep kick in the middle of the end zone.
That's
There's
how-
no chance to return a
No,
ball like
no,
that.
no.
You don't want to do that. Because still NCAA rules, if you do a fair catch in between the 25 yards, you get the ball on the 25 yards. If there's a touchback, you get it on the 25-yard line too. So there is like no need of a return, or it wouldn't even make any sense.
Yep. Nice to have a weapon like that. I mean, there are little
Yeah.
things, right? Quote unquote little things, but they make such a huge difference
That's
in a
what
football
helps
game.
in football. Yeah.
So let's see what Aid is made of. Now he gets to show his true colors here.
Yeah.
Try to bring his team back from down 14 points with 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
The Wolves got to put some weight on 34 and 46, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, 46 has got to get involved more in this game. And I mean, that's just what?
That's
I mean,
a
come
very
on.
late flag. Probably there was a holding on.
But you know
prior.
what? What I don't understand is he did not make the call until the guy complained for like 10 minutes, and then he throws the flag. I mean, either you throw a flag based on what happened or you don't, but you don't wait for a reaction by a receiver.
No.
That was horrible. I mean, the receiver didn't even try to catch the football.
Because the ball was, cannot be a defensive pass.
I'm going to be very interested now to see.
Might be a defensive hold.
Pass interference.
You can't call a pass
No,
interference.
definitely not.
Definitely not, because the ball was not catchable. Call it a defensive
not only
holding,
that,
okay.
but he wasn't. But he had started complaining and didn't even look for the football.
Yeah.
So it's got to be a defensive hold. I mean, that's just horrible.
And
Horrible
it's
reffing.
5 yards less. It's
Horrible
still not a
reffing.
first down. But
this is not surprising, you know. I mean, as much as football in Switzerland has progressed, the reffing has stayed the same. And it's possible it's because most of the guys that they let ref these international important games are the same old guys that made the shitty calls years and years and years ago, and they're still doing the same thing. That's just horrible.
We got 46 involved in the game. He got that catch, and he is even harder to tackle than the running back.
Yeah, he's just a house. I would try to get him the ball as much as possible at this point.
And he's an easy target because he's so big.
Yeah. Just throw a high. He's going to be the guy that catches it, you know? I mean,
he's pretty tall. I'm not sure. We don't have the chat back, sadly, but I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure you Budapest guys know how tall he is.
Another quick pass here for a first down on the outside. Yeah, and it looks like they're driving the ball. I mean, for the Broncos, that touchdown was so important because, I mean, there's 9:40 left, and
the Wolves are on the line now.
They're not only behind, but they're fighting the clock. So
right, they gotta have to the end zone.
Bend but don't break is kind of like the motto right now.
A lot of pressure from the. Ooh, he slapped. Number 4 slapped.
Yeah, but nice pressure.
Slipped, not slapped.
Really nice pressure though. Kotz does an amazing job getting pressure on the quarterback on the outside.
34 is about double his weight.
Yep.
He blocked him, but he got off the block somehow, and then he slipped away somehow, so he couldn't really interrupt the quarterback throw. But the ball was thrown off.
The quarterback, as we've seen so far in this game, and this is okay for a backup quarterback. As soon as there's any kind of pressure whatsoever, the ball is not cleanly thrown.
The Wolves are still in the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like if you got to go in the Swiss League with a backup quarterback on any team, you probably get wasted from the Broncos.
Nice play by Matt there.
Yeah, again.
Yeah.
He's a good DB. He's one of the best in the country too. And he's pretty physical for a DB.
That's why he plays in the national.
That's why he plays in the national team.
Yeah. But I'm just super impressed of the fact that 33 on the other side is a U19 player, and they're going after Matt, who's a national team player, because they can't get anywhere against 33. I am very impressed. Because you would think that's where you go with the football, is against the young kid, right?
If you know that is the young kid, because you don't know.
Because he hasn't played that way, sure.
Yeah, but he has not played for the Broncos this season, but you don't know what kind of guy is there. And he's doing a good job, so they got avoiding him.
Yep.
So that was stopped before the first down, so it's a 4th and manageable, 4th and 1 with the tank and the bus. So let's see.
Hurry up offense once again. I'm pretty sure 34 will get the football.
Broncos loading the box, of course.
The way he's moving, I would say he's pass blocking.
Looks like he is going to the side. There's more pressure. Was it timeout?
Timeout first by
For the Wolves. Looks like timeout for the Wolves. So would have been a pass. That would not have been a handoff. It didn't look like it would have been a handoff. So.
Exactly. Well, when he jumps from one side to the other of the quarterback,
it looks like
then you can be pretty sure that he's in pass protection because
or they gotta let him
if he knows where he's running, then he's not going to move.
Or he got to switch sides because he wanted crossing this running back with the hand.
Yeah, but the quarterback would have to tell that to the offensive line with an audible. In a hurry-up situation, that doesn't happen very often. We're talking high-level football.
But still early in season.
Yeah.
I'm not sure you got these calls already right.
Exactly. No, I think, as soon as as a linebacker for me, when I saw a running back switch sides,
you know that's bad.
I know, okay, he's going to the pass rush heavy side. It's going to be pass.
But speaking about the Broncos linebacker core, they're not that experienced. Like they lost Silver.
But like you said before, obviously Budapest doesn't know that. So
yeah, right. So this is pretty important down now.
Very, very.
For both sides of the ball. Broncos fans are cheering.
Anything other than 34 getting the ball would be amazing to me. But he's switching sides again, so it's going to be a pass. So let's look for 46.
46 on the right side of the offensive line, lined up as a tight end.
That's where they're going. Oh, they're going out to the oh.
And he got a touchdown. Looks like he got a touchdown.
Wow.
Nice play.
Very nice play.
That's a go-to play. That's what, when you win a game. When you want to win a game like that, you do plays like that, and you execute plays like that, as you did.
Yep.
Touchdown for the Wolves.
They went after the young kid.
Yeah.
And they were successful with it.
You talked about a couple plays ago.
Yep.
He did a good. It was actually a good protection, or like a good.
He was in perfect position, but you know what? For the first time today, an absolutely perfect pass by a backup quarterback.
And a very nice
hats
catch
off. Hats off to him. Hats off.
Adam Alec.
In an absolute pressure situation, backup quarterback, he delivered for sure.
He delivered for sure, yeah.
And the point's good, so it's a 7-point game.
7-point game. 8 minutes left. No need for an onside kick right now, because you can trust. Probably you can trust your defense as the Wolves to stop the Broncos again. Because you see that the other American is not dressed anymore, the starting left tackle. He's still dressed, but he's not playing anymore. So you know you have a chance to stop that offense for the Broncos.
Yep. Alex is down here. He's working with him. He's good.
Yeah.
That's perfect. This is the nice thing about having good coaches too.
Yes.
Is don't let.
He was right on point. It was just like a 50-50
I
ball.
mean, that's one of those things you can't stop.
If he has a hand somewhere over there and he cannot catch a ball, he's the hero of the game.
Yep.
And
absolutely.
if he's not, he was still there and doing his job very good.
Yep. He was right where he was supposed to be.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right. These 50-50 money balls, you throw them.
And it was a beautiful pass. He dropped that thing absolutely perfect.
Especially for a backup quarterback. He is pretty good back in the game. So it's a 21-14 game now.
Kick off deep.
To the right, to Greg.
Let him run. Let's see what happens. Oh, he's got some room.
Start protecting the ball a little more maybe when you get
33-yard lines,
33-yard line is not bad. And at least the clock started. It's like 8 minutes, 15 seconds now for the Broncos. You cannot take away 8 minutes from the clock.
With one drive, it's tough.
With one drive, it's really tough.
I mean,
but you
ideally, you go down at least score 3 points.
Yes, you got to go down there.
But because what you don't want to do is give them, you
don't want to give them the opportunity to make that game even.
No.
I would stay here for an overtime for sure.
Absolutely, I'll stay with you. I'll stay with you.
That's nice.
Another quick option. Looks good. Looks good. Oh, and he's got room. And he's gone.
But there's a flag of holding probably.
Not another. Wow, there.
Flag was thrown pretty early on.
Very early.
And it was. I think it was a holding off the receiver on the right side because it's
0.
Yeah. it's pretty easy to find him on the field because he's the only one that did not stick his jersey into his pants. But that was a holding you can flag.
I think so.
And this is he took off. This is Brecht de Bozere. He is pretty fast. We mentioned him before, and when he's gone, he's gone.
Yep.
But if it's not legal, how you block his way free, so then you get a penalty. By the way, there would not be that game changer. It would be a score, yes, but it would still be more than 8 minutes left for the Wolves, so it would not change so much. It would be a 2-score game, yes. But for now, for the Wolves, I think
honestly, I think that probably would have been the game. But if it's not legal, like you said, if it's not legal, it's not legal.
It's not a touchdown.
And they've changed to a 4-man front.
To Eric Reget. And he's
got some room. He's got room. Beautiful.
And nice stiff arm.
Nice gain.
He's going
beautiful.
To the 27-yard line.
See, and this is what I was talking about, right? So 28 guys, another guy down for
you
Budapest. These
Yeah.
guys are, I mean, they're tired, you know. Not only the bus right out here, 28 guys, they're getting tired now.
Like a whole offensive line blocking downfield.
And it's an absolute perfect play call.
Perfect play for that.
Perfectly
play executed from Eric Reget as the running back.
And the
he
offensive
got the ball
line.
And the offensive line. The blocking was hilarious.
Yeah.
That was just like, there were trains and buses coming towards
everywhere. Planes, trains,
he's not getting injured really serious. Looks like it was number 20.
I think it's a cramp by the looks of it.
Adam.
Yeah, he's getting up now. He's good. It's a cramp.
Safety.
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
So
the game is getting longer and longer.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, these guys are getting tired. They're on the field a lot, and
they had a long bus ride yesterday. They were not
dehydrated
with the
a little
conditions
bit
here, and they were down to 28 guys. So I'm pretty sure they're not playing with 28 guys in their own league back then.
No, probably
because when your starting quarterback is missing, I expect there are other players missing too, because the most important play you don't want to miss on a away game is your starting quarterback.
So now almost at the 30-yard line, I would say, or 29, they're almost in field goal range. They're getting there, and they're running now, which is smart. You know, let them run.
Yes.
Perfect. Absolutely great. I mean, let them run behind
he's getting the first down almost. It doesn't even matter if he has the first down or not.
No, you don't. You don't even want it. You just want to run the time.
Yeah. Clock's running, so a little more than 7.5 minutes.
So
and
second
next
and
player
half
down.
a yard. Next player for Budapest, which is down.
Yeah.
I mean, but this is, and honestly, I mean, the good thing about it is, and I can tell already, he's not hurt. It's fatigue.
Yeah.
Absolute fatigue, you know, and they just don't have anybody else to bring in from the sideline. That's the problem, you know. And this is when somebody asks me, "Oh my God, 45 players on a football roster? Why do you need 45 players?" I mean, this is exactly why. Because you just have that fatigue, you know, and if you don't have a backup that can come in for that position, then you're screwed.
Yeah, right. And then if you cannot give one single play off to your starting players, unlike games like this, they are really close and really hard. They gotta be done somehow on some time. I remember games in the past when we've traveled around Europe and you haven't had like the 35, 40-man roster than you have back home. Even there, backups were playing just like 2 or 3 plays each drive, just to give some air and just to give some rest.
The perfect example in this game here is comparing the running back position, which is I mean, for the Wolves, it's 34, and that's it. That's the only guy we've seen on the field.
Right.
And for Calanda, we've seen 3 different guys running about. You know, I mean, it's a huge difference how you can run the football when you're rested and you have energy than when you've been on the field. And 34, I've watched. I mean, he's on kickoff. He's on kickoff return. I mean, the guy, and he's not small, you know. So no matter how good his endurance is, you get tired at the end of a game. So
at some point of the game, if you're so long on the field, you got to get tired.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So this is now.
Second and very short.
You've got to be smart enough as a coach to take advantage of it, and obviously Jeff Buffum is smart enough to take advantage of the fatigue factor. You know, you want to get out of here with a win, no matter how you do it. So he's gonna play that card. Defensive offsides, and there was.
Now 96 should get another flag for this was just unnecessary too, because he knew
there's
that
frustration
he was
now. You can tell there's frustration now.
And he was injured before.
Yeah.
He's back on the field now, but this is just like, you're through the line without being there, and then you should not hit the running back staying in the backfield. That's okay. That's football.
Yeah.
First down for the Broncos now. 7.5 minutes left.
They're
7.5
in a
minutes is a lot of
situation.
time.
Now, yeah, it is a lot of time. But
time.
they're in a situation now where if they play it smart, that they can put the game away.
Yeah, right.
Defensive
Again,
offsides, go deep.
No,
Come on.
64 probably moved before the snap too. It was probably the left tackle 64. That
You think?
moved. Yeah, there was some movement. See on the replay. No, it wasn't.
No.
He reacted
That
to
was
the
defense
yeah.
for sure.
He was to the defense.
100%.
We need a VAR in football in Switzerland too. We can provide that as a native.
I mean, I don't see everything, but that was, for me, it was clear.
Yeah.
Absolutely
If you look at the replay, it's like clear that it was against the defense. It's actually pretty smart. You get a second and very short. You let him jump. You get the 5 free yards.
Absolutely.
You get the first down. You let him jump again. So you get 5 yards for free too.
Yep.
You're moving up to the 10-yard line, and you're still on first down. So that opens your playbook like nothing else, because on the first and 5, close to the goal line.
I mean, and it's kind of sad actually with a 1-score game with 7 minutes and 20 seconds for Budapest to start losing their cool like this makes zero sense.
Still
because
a game.
It's a
this
game.
Is still a game, and you're away.
And right now you're giving away yards that mean points. And these yards that they're giving away now are points. I mean, that's you almost guaranteed with with 2 penalties. You almost guaranteed at least a field goal. At least a field goal.
And next player down, it looks.
Yeah, another guy down.
No.
Yeah,
He's up now.
Yeah, they're tired. Not surprisingly. Not surprisingly.
Right. Something to drink, because the booth is like pretty nice, because in Chur it's really windy. But on days like that, when you have like 30 degrees outside and the sun is like burning all day long, you don't want to have that. Oh wow, nice play from Brecht de Bozere right up to middle into the end zone. And it was again a power where the left guard took off behind his own offensive line and made some kind of room for his running back. And this time it was Brecht de Bozere made the touchdown for the Calanda Broncos. So the Calanda Broncos are back with a 2-score lead. And Michel Derungs, the left guard for the Calanda Broncos, one of the best pulling guards, even if he's pretty big. If you have him in front of you, you gotta run behind him. So the Wolves weren't able to stop the Broncos, so we are back to a 2-score game. It's 6.5 minutes left, and if you know football, you know 6.5 minutes means a world. The Wolves need to score now pretty quick.
Yeah, this is what I was saying before. I mean, they made it easy for them to score that play because, I mean, they didn't need to give him that field position. They gave him that field position by 2 offsides. Otherwise, you're running different plays if you're the Broncos. They just basically they said, okay, you know what? Here's our end zone, which is too bad because of the 1-score game and with 46 and 34, who obviously have amazing endurance. It was still a game. Now it becomes a huge uphill battle for them.
Hard game. It's really hard game
Yeah.
now. The kickoff will be as good as it was before, I'm expecting, so that should be no
Yeah, if
surprise.
they're smart,
for the
they just
Broncos.
take the ball at the
Yeah.
25, yeah.
And then they got to start another drive. Let's see how good they can execute.
Although
because
I think that
34
last
is on the
touchdown,
return team too on the first row of blocking, so
that last,
46
he's
is
on the field all the time. They're
He's
on the
like,
field
yeah.
all the time.
They both have motors like
Yeah,
like
amazing,
machines.
amazing.
Wow. They can stay here and get a Swiss passport and play football for Switzerland.
Yeah,
We gotta give
46,
it in.
46 depending
Oh.
on his age, could probably go play college football. That was a horrible kickoff,
That wasn't bad.
and that gives them the ball at the 35-yard line.
Yeah. You don't want to have that, honestly. Was it a little bit of nerves? I don't know. Or was it intended?
I
from
think it
Coach
was an
Buffalo?
intended bounce,
Should
which
be-
makes
should be some
no
kind of
sense
split kick.
whatsoever, because the way he's been kicking the ball
He could kick the ball to the end zone on
Yep.
any kick.
every time.
That's what he does on the under-19 team too.
Let's see what the Broncos defense can do at this point.
It's like only a 5-yard.
And number 8. I mean, obviously, here's 46 talking to the quarterback last second. Let's see what happens with that.
And he's not covered man by man.
Yeah.
Yes, Sebastian Katz, who is really undersized compared to him, close to him.
But they're rolling to the other side.
The other side, and the ball is overthrown. 89 was some kind of open. If the ball would be placed on his
Yep,
breast
I agree.
or in his chest, he could have been half the first down. They will not run as much as they did before because they want to use the clock, or they don't want to start the clock and run the clock as much as they did before. But the passing game with a backup quarterback is pretty hard. You know that in any league, like it's an international competition. The Wolves are playing here.
Horrible. Horrible. Quarterback, yeah.
That's off.
I mean,
That's really
like I
off.
said, I think honestly,
There is
if the
pressure
Wolves, I
now.
have no
Yeah.
idea how the first string quarterback for the Wolves plays football. But if he's halfway decent, then I think they leave here with a win.
Yeah. And Chase Henry's hadn't his best day today, too.
No, definitely
He
not.
was off for
Yep,
a lot of
for
plays.
sure.
and
Yep, a
not
lot
on
of
his
bad
best
passes.
game. Max Gray didn't re-enter the field.
Yeah, it was an absolute. I mean, the table was set here for Budapest to come in here and upset the Broncos, and it just doesn't look like they can take advantage of it.
That was a good rush from Elliott and PD.
And I have no idea where he's throwing the football. I have no clue. And 16 can't run anymore.
Yeah.
He's got cramps. He's
His
going to go out.
His
Yeah,
calf looked pretty. Wow.
yeah, he's done.
Yeah, he's done for
Yeah,
today.
he's taking a seat.
Yeah.
But yeah, these guys are tired now.
Yeah, and as we got on the chat, there were a couple players playing usually in their second team. So imagine when you got to be here with the starting lineup from the Wolves, you could be not just upsetting the Broncos.
Oh, you probably would
You
have
gotta-
blown them
you
out.
You got to get drive home
Yep.
with a win,
Yep.
and not with just a win.
No,
could-
you probably would have done a one-sided
Yeah.
win here. Yep. Yeah,
That hurts a little from the side of the Wolves. They're still they're pretty proud and decent players. They're standing up for the team. They're trying their best. But honestly, it's 4th down now. They have to go for it because if they want to have at least a little chance,
Yep.
they have to
Yeah,
go
you
for the
can't
first
punt
down
now.
somehow.
Yep.
But if you do not complete that and at least get a first down, the game is over. 6.5 minutes or 6 minutes, a little more than 6 minutes left for the Calanda BRONCOS offense with Jeff Buffum as their offensive coordinator and head coach.
Yeah, there will be more touchdowns.
You got up by 2
And
scores.
the thing is, it'll end up being a 35-14 game, which looks one-sided. The game was so much closer, so much
like last
closer.
week we had against Basel.
Yep. Yep.
There's at least one player missing for the Broncos.
Wow.
Have to take the timeout.
Again, the defense
Late
not
in
ready.
The game. It's the
Jeff is not happy, which is understandable.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be happy either as head coach at this point because you knew what was coming. I mean, what's happened? We've been discussing it the entire time. I mean, the coach has had time to prepare his defense, right? So, yeah. Those are. I mean, in this situation, it doesn't matter. Okay, you give a timeout away and you use it, but in a situation where you need your timeouts, that could be very costly.
Yeah. And we're talking about late in the season then when it comes down to the really important games.
Yes.
This today for today, this is the most important game of the Broncos they had this season
Yep.
far.
Yep.
Because there's a must-win game.
Exactly.
But they were the game
first
in Bern.
must-win game of the year.
Right. The game in Bern, the Broncos lost against Bern. Bern was the Swiss Bowl contender last year. They lost that game in Bern, but you can lose a game in Bern with one score.
Oh,
because
for
you
sure.
just need to
Absolutely.
win
And you
more
know
than
you're
one score.
going there hurt,
Right.
and you're not going to risk anything because you know the season's long.
Because it doesn't make any sense.
Absolutely.
But now you're on a KO modus, on a KO tournament. You need to win the game.
So
to
4th
get-
and 10, let's see what they do. Pass. Oh, almost.
Yeah, he got
First
it.
down.
89 again.
Wow.
89
Nice.
again. He made the touchdown.
Nice.
On the last drive. Very
Yeah.
nice play.
Yeah.
Very well executed.
Very nice.
from
I'm
number 8.
surprised that they haven't gone to him earlier in the game.
Yeah, and it would be nice for the Wolves if number 8 could throw these passes more in that game.
Yeah,
again.
because his passes are either
They are
right on the
good.
money or
Yeah,
they're completely
sometimes
off.
they're really off.
And here's 34.
Here's the bus. Yeah, the bus.
And Katz is having himself a huge game. Huge.
Yeah,
Huge.
yeah.
Playing a great football game.
As a little undersized outside linebacker, he is doing a really good job.
Yep.
Really good job.
Yep.
His bigger brother is playing for the Frankfurt Galaxy in the ELF this season. He was playing for the Broncos the last season.
Yep.
And yeah, he's a pretty good young guy. He's living in the area. He's working in the area. So he's not raised in Switzerland, but he's.
Oh, here he comes again.
Yeah, but now that could be some kind of.
Oh, nice
You
tackle.
don't
That's
get
gonna be
away of
Rex.
You don't get away of
No,
Morgan
no
Rex.
matter how big you
No,
are, you're not
it
getting
doesn't
away from
matter
Rex.
because You got to wrap around you somehow
Absolute
and then bring you
perfect
down.
tackle.
Yes.
That's what makes a difference, right?
Yes.
With a
Yes.
whether you've played linebacker for a long time or not. I mean, tackles like that are so key.
Yeah.
One-on-one,
Especially against
one-on-one
players like
open field
46,
with a
yeah.
house
Yeah.
like that. I mean, perfect tackle. So 3rd and 7.5 for Budapest. Let's see what happens. 8's winding up. Oh, he's another beautiful pass.
Nice.
I mean, he amazes me. Really, he does. I mean, he and obviously
It looked like he is like mentally down on this drive on the first.
I think you
4
need to
tries
put
they
him
had.
under pressure every
Yeah.
single time.
Yeah.
Because under
And
pressure,
under
he's
pressure,
playing
executing
amazing,
so
amazing.
great, yeah.
And as soon as he's not under pressure, he throws the ball all over the place.
Like the easy balls are
Yeah,
not
the
easy
bubble
for him.
screens. How many did he? Like at least 4 tonight that he
Well, like
put in
these
the
2,
in the
3
dirt.
First down he threw, they were like bullets
Yeah,
and right
horrible,
on target. So.
horrible. And this pass was super on the money.
Yeah. 4.5 minutes left.
Yeah, it's still a game.
Still a game.
That's
Hurry up
that's
offense.
got to be a flag.
No, he
Thank
got
you.
it. Yes, it's a late
It's got to be a
flag,
flag. Yeah,
holding.
but it's got to be. No, it's not a holding. The guy was not set.
Out of the offense.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
then it should be
The
a-
receiver was not even close to set yet by
Then
the
it would have
when
been
the
a false
ball was
start
snapped.
and the
This is again okay.
play should have
So
been whistled back.
here's the backup quarterback, right? He's not used to looking left and right
Yeah.
to seeing if
To
my
see
guys
if
are
my
ready
guys
or
are already
not.
set, yeah.
But they were not set. I mean, the guy was like 3 yards from the line of
But
scrimmage.
then it would have been like a
So you
false
could have
start,
called 2 different. No, you could have called 2 different penalties.
and you got to whistle it down, or you got to call it an illegal shift.
Illegal shift or
Because somebody-
not enough guys on the line of scrimmage, or I mean, you had a
Illegal
whole
formation,
shitload
yeah,
of different
yeah.
penalties you could have called on that one. And I don't know
But not
what.
a false start because-
No way! Are you kidding me? They're
You know
picking
why?
up
Because
the
they
flag.
cannot go for a false start because the false start would be not ruled bad.
Yeah, but there wasn't enough guys on the line of scrimmage,
Right.
and they weren't set before the play started. This is not Canadian football, folks. You can't run to the line of scrimmage when the ball is snapped. That's just absolutely ridiculous, and once more proves that our reffing is just horrible. Horrible.
Can be improved.
I mean, an offense needs to be set if you're on the line of scrimmage. Everybody knows that.
Especially
Even
when you're playing a hurry-up
U13
hurry-up
players
offense.
know that. Are you kidding me?
You're playing a hurry-up offense. You should make sure that your
Wow,
players are
that's
set
just
before you
horrible.
got to start that play.
But, you know, let's make the game interesting.
Deep ball.
Deep ball.
289 again, and he got the ball again. It looks like
Touchdown.
a touchdown. Should have been ruled a touchdown, I think, because wasn't the ball breaking the plane when he was falling backwards? I don't know.
Well,
I'm
who
pretty
knows?
sure we
At-
cannot see it
at
on
this
replay
point,
too,
you know
but-
what? What the refs call, we don't know.
Yeah, right. But yeah, it looks
But
like
it's first and goal for sure with
For the bus.
3:50.
Yeah.
And here comes the bus.
yes. And there is nobody can stop that.
No, and he's
of
in.
course not. And it's a little more than 3.5 minutes.
That's still a lot of time.
Still a lot of time, and now we're
Although-
gonna see probably the onside kick.
I don't even know if you need to with 3.5 minutes.
You got two timeouts left. You got a pretty good running offense for the Broncos too, with these power plays and these options to the right and left.
Yep.
They got to stay in bounds for sure. They're not gonna pass a lot. They have a quarterback that can run and just take off for a first down. So I'm not sure you want to put that on your defense. Oh, this is off. This is not in. It doesn't
Wow,
change.
he missed the extra point.
Still
Wow,
a
that's
one score
horrible.
game.
Yeah, but that's a big difference.
That's a big difference.
A big
That's right.
difference.
That's right.
Little things that mean a lot.
Little things.
And
in
I mean,
football
an
means a
extra
lot.
point. I mean, are you kidding me? This
And
is
this is
something-
like a formation you're practicing.
That's like a free throw
every
in basketball. Come on, are
Yeah.
you kidding me?
He did 2 of 3.
And it wasn't because the blocking wasn't good. He just missed.
He just missed. Yeah, he
Yeah.
was kicking a low.
What? Horrible. Absolutely horrible.
I'm not sure.
Maybe
that was
it's their backup kicker
Yeah,
also.
that's what I
So
want to mention.
I
too.
think they came up with
I'm
all
not
their
sure.
backups today. I don't even know if they sent any starters.
I'm not even sure that was the same kicker than they had on the first 2
Yeah.
because the kick
Maybe
looked
he's
really
tired.
different.
Yeah.
Or he is like on the sideline too, cannot play anymore. But they're playing with heart. Like the Wolves are playing really with heart. They're trying to get their best. They are just down 1 score against the Calanda BRONCOS. The Calanda BRONCOS hadn't had a lot of close games in the last 10 years maybe like this. And on international level sometimes yes, but not on their local league, like in the Swiss league. But this is not a familiar situation for the Broncos. And they're going with the onside kick, but
Oh, if he grabs that, it's a
And
touchdown.
runs,
Oh
yeah.
my goodness.
it's Celeste.
Yeah, he didn't realize, obviously.
No,
Oh
he's
my
still young
goodness.
too. It's his
Shit.
first year on the.
So
on
an
the
onside
senior
kick, and if he
Celeste
just
chapter.
picks it up, if he just
runs,
grabs it and
and
runs,
he's gone.
the
He's
game
gone.
is over. He's the hero.
He's just gone. Yeah.
And instead he falls down. But
But
they're
sec-
telling him that right
Yeah,
now. They're telling
yeah.
him right now. Like,
But he
hey,
secured
like,
the ball
I
at
didn't
least,
know.
so.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me know before the play, please.
Yeah.
The onside kick wasn't executed very well.
No,
Was way
because they
too
hit their
short.
own player first anyway.
Yeah,
So
that
no
was
matter
too
what
short.
happened, the
Would
ball
be
was
in the play,
down.
yeah.
Yeah. He hit his own guy.
So it's 3 minutes 46
Number
left.
one now is realizing, oh shit,
Yeah,
I
shit,
could
I
have been the hero.
And now this is Brecht.
Yeah, you know.
The
it's gonna
buzzer
happen.
again.
Yeah, like
He
I
is
told
so
you.
fast, yeah.
So
yeah.
Okay, so I was wrong. I said 35-14. Now it's going to be 35-20.
35-20. And this reflects the game pretty well, actually.
Yes.
The Wolves played
Well, not
pretty
really.
well.
I don't
Well,
think so.
the
I think
Wolves-
it was much closer than a 3-score game.
It's
much
just 2-score
a
game.
2-score game.
Yeah.
But it's closer.
A 2-score game is okay.
I think if with a couple of things that they did differently, I think
There were situations like the pick 6 on the first
yeah,
quarter.
yeah, that was huge.
That was huge. And that was probably a pretty good lesson for number 8 from the Wolves because he started then playing football. And he had some really good plays. That's a push off. Yeah.
That's a huge push
That's
off
a
right
flag
there. Oh
there.
my
That's a
goodness.
Offense pass interference. You should not extend your hands.
I'm looking at Moritz right now, who's the receivers coach. I'm like, what are you teaching them?
You should not do that
No,
in that game
that's
situation.
not with 2 arms like that extended. I think it's
Yeah,
pretty clear
you
for
make,
everyone.
You make it pretty easy for the refs then. So
yeah.
yeah. Even if it wasn't catched, it's still an offensive pass interference. It's a flag you don't see on every game.
No, but that was
But
an easy one to
that was
throw.
one
Yes, yeah.
for the rule book.
Yes,
like,
absolutely.
When you want to explain the offensive pass interference,
You show that video.
you show that video, and I'm pretty sure everybody gets what you want from them.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, but it's all about time at this point.
Yeah,
so
so it's first down, 1st and 10. Break the buzzer again through the middle.
nice hit.
5 yards gain.
Safety comes hard.
Yes.
They're
3
still
minutes.
hitting. They're still hitting.
They're still playing. It's
Yep.
a 1-score game. If you knock the ball off, you get the ball. You got 3 minutes for a whole drive.
That's
to
plenty
make
of
any
time.
Points.
Plenty of time. And 2 timeouts? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, right. And it's only a 1-score game. Chase Emery is taking.
Wow, a called run.
And then there is a flag probably on
Holding for sure. Where
Yeah.
that flag came from,
on the
100%.
left side of the offensive line.
But
it
that,
looked like
that
a
just
holding.
amazes me that he's running him on called run plays.
late in the game.
And the play and a penalty is the best thing that could happen if you're the Wolves. Stops the clock.
Yeah.
Backs them up and it stops the clock. Now it's like
declined, and they go for the third down because it's 3rd and 15, 16 now.
Yep.
For the Broncos.
Yep. Smart
Clock
decline.
starts and ready for play. So the Broncos can take off some time at least from the clock. But they need to go, like, they can go deep for a touchdown, of course. But it might be better to stay inbound somehow to force the Wolves to take a timeout away because they still have to. And go for the 4 down, take the
They'll
field
call
goal.
a timeout probably after this play.
They have to, yeah. But there you go for a run with Eric Raguet to the 20.
Fumble. He fumbled the ball.
But it was
And they got it.
forward
They got the ball.
Wasn't it forward
no,
progress already
fumble
stopped?
ball. Fumble. He dropped the ball and the Wolves got it. Yep. 100%.
Yeah, but it was
100%.
forward progress. He was already two yards back.
Nope.
When you watch the replay, he was 2 yards back.
Anything that's close and a running back can't hold the ball, then you give the fumble.
Yeah, but he was already like 2 yards behind the ball.
That's what happens when you don't hold a football.
Yeah.
Yep.
You should hold on that ball.
I would say, you should. Now it becomes interesting, right?
Now
Two
because of
timeouts left.
2 minutes left.
Yeah.
Exactly 2 minutes.
Interesting what they did. The defensive corner switched for the Broncos.
That was a holding.
And look what
pick.
happens. And look what happens.
That's Matt to know with his second pick.
Look
and
what
that's the game.
happens. This is exactly what I was just talking about.
Yeah.
I see them.
33
I
and
saw them
23
switch the
switch.
sides of the
Yeah.
corners. And what
they
does he do?
didn't
He
got it
goes back
before
to the
play.
well against
Yeah.
the 33,
Yeah.
against the young kid who he figured out late in the game. And he tries to go back against him without
but now
looking who's there.
23 is there.
Oh, my goodness.
And 23 is getting the ball again.
Great coaching.
Wow.
Great coaching.
Yeah.
How to protect your young players. How to protect your
It
young
was
players.
underthrown as well.
Awesome.
But this is a reaction
It's
from
nice,
the
though.
Broncos.
This is how you learn as a
This is
young
football,
player.
yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
I want to be that guy. I want to be that guy that protects.
be that guy.
That I protect younger players in the future. And there they are, giving each other hugs right there.
Yeah.
That's all about that. They understand.
Break the bows are taking
They
off
understand.
Again. That's
Very
power
nice.
again.
That's football right there, people.
That's football. That's coaching football.
Coaching and how a
executing
team works
plays. Yeah.
together.
Yeah. This is how football works. So the Wolves taking their timeout, trying to get it.
It's nice to have vets in your team that are still healthy, that you can say, hey, take care. Let's try something. You know, maybe it'll work out. And it money first play.
Yeah.
First play. Yep. I mean, he's been itching on the other side probably the whole second half, saying, "Oh my God, if they were throwing that shit on me, I would get those." You know, and the young kid, he's playing it safe. He doesn't want to risk anything, which is fine because he was always in perfect position. So he's going to be fine in the future because
If you watch his play on video,
and he knows. He's always where he's supposed to be.
You see a 19-year-old kid playing on the highest level.
It's the confidence that you need to say, I'm going to step in front of this instead of just saying, no, let's play it safe and make a tackle. And that's the difference, you know. That's absolutely perfect. Great coaching, great play, really.
This is how you bring players to your first team.
Yeah, and to the next level.
Yeah.
Yep.
Chase Henry is pulling the ball. He's got tackled hard. But the clock's still running, so third team timeout taken by the Wolves.
That's the last one they've got.
So the last one they got, but yeah, it's like it's third down for the Broncos, a late flag, and let's see how necessary that flag was.
Oh, yeah, pretty unnecessary.
Let's see.
But, you know, the refs today are making a display of, oh, my God, we're here too.
Too many influence on the game.
Yeah. And, you know, a good referee is the referee you don't see. Well, they didn't get that message today.
Looks like we have personal fouls on the offense.
From start to finish, they need to get involved, which is absolutely horrible. Absolutely.
It's actually not necessary in a game like that because it's a close game.
Yeah.
It's a nice football game. It's a hard football game.
And the players are playing flair.
Let them play.
You know, they let them play.
we had some
it's
missed
different
calls
if
on,
there's
like,
a
in
lot
the
of shit
game.
going on between players and illegal stuff
Yeah,
and
but
dirty stuff. Then you need to
then
get
you
involved
stop
as a
it,
ref.
yeah.
None of that happened today.
Nothing,
Absolutely
nothing,
none of
just
that.
nothing.
And both teams absolutely clean.
Yeah.
And completely professional, fair on both sides. It's only the refs that didn't get the message.
It doesn't change a lot because they are now third down. The Wolves do not have a timeout anymore. So we have 1 minute 38 officially on the clock. So the Broncos will not go through the air. Not expecting to go through the air. Staying on the ground somehow. There's too far for first, for field goal.
Yeah, why not throw this one deep? I
Yeah,
go deep to zero.
You
Why
want to
not?
give them 1.5 minutes? I'm
No,
not
you
sure.
still got fourth down.
Ricker gets running through that. No, it's the break the
Oh
buzzer.
my goodness, there he
And he's
goes.
gone.
Wow, nice play. Nice play. But that's fatigue.
That's
That's
fatigue.
the fatigue.
Yeah.
They would in the
Yeah.
first quarter,
Yeah.
second
They
quarter,
would
third
get 'em.
quarter.
They would get 'em
Easily.
Before the first
Yep,
down, probably.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
now fourth quarter, they're just too tired.
Yeah,
They're
that's what
just too
that's what he
tired.
talked about. We have two, like the Broncos have two running backs, number 5 and 6. They're switching, so
Yep.
you always
Yep.
have a fresh running back in your backfield. And when they can take off, they still have enough power to
Yep.
take off.
They've got the.
And you can overrun a defense like that right
There
now.
you go.
Late in the game, 1.5 minutes left. It's like probably the perfect call play for that situation too,
Absolutely.
because you know if he's gone, he's done.
Yep.
And this is not the Wolves playing it bad or not
No,
good. It's
no,
just
they're
fatigue.
just
As a
tired.
show. They're just tired.
I mean, they're 28 guys.
And they have some guys down.
Yep.
There's a flag.
Defense offsides. They'll decline that.
Looks like the extra point was good.
Yeah, but whoever they play next won't be this easy.
No.
No matter who it is, it won't
No
be
matter
this
who it
easy
is,
for
yeah.
sure. They need and it doesn't
You
matter.
got to back their starting quarterback. And
yeah.
they're getting better
Yeah.
as long as the game
and,
is.
and Budapest will be fine. They'll be good in their league. It's nice to have a backup quarterback who actually plays this well under pressure.
And still can
Really.
compete with the
I'm
Calanda BRONCOS
impressed. I'm
American
impressed.
quarterback
Yep.
on the other side. So
Yeah.
Who
Yeah,
hadn't
if
had bad
Budapest
day
came in
today
here
too.
with an American quarterback,
Right.
they would have killed the Broncos.
That would have
today.
been a completely different game.
Absolutely, 100%, no doubt in my mind.
It's actually a pretty good lesson for number 8 for the Wolves because he know now he can compete with
at the
with
highest
European
level
team, at the
against
highest
good
level.
teams. I mean, it's you as a coach too. It's nothing. There's nothing better.
Then you know when your second
Yeah.
guy is also good.
That good,
You can
especially
rely
under
on him.
pressure.
And I
And
expect
it's usually the backups under pressure that
Right.
are not good. He was fairly decent in most of the game, but whenever a pressure situation came, he played amazing.
he put it on the money
Absolutely.
on every
Yeah.
play, like
Yep.
not on every play, but on the most plays he got pressure.
Very, very good. Very good.
And as a physical team, as the Wolves, sorry, cannot like run 4 quarters off football.
No,
it's
definitely
impossible.
not. No.
Like you can if you have like backups for every position, but with a 28-man roster in like far away Switzerland,
Yep.
this is pretty
After
hard because
after
number,
a
I think
bus
number,
ride of
number
I don't know how many
34
hours.
was on every offensive and kickoff play. 60
Every
out of
play.
46
Every
the same.
play. And these guys are done.
At some point of the day, they are done. And like now you know that you will not win that game probably. So
Here goes 8. Taking
Well,
off.
yeah.
I'm surprised he
That's
didn't
all
do
they
that
can
more. You
it
know?
should have been called a late hit because it was not like really necessary. But yeah, it's okay. But now you don't want to like you have a league to play too.
Now
And
no,
you
no.
lost
Now
the
the
first-
quarterback's hurt.
Ah, fuck. That's not good. Sorry. But this is not what you want to have. But you have a league to play. So now you know you have weapons. You have weapons on 46. You have weapons on 30.
46 is
34.
amazing. I mean, he's ridiculous.
You have weapons on 89.
And you just need to get him involved in the game way more than they did
More.
today.
Yes.
Because
that's what
fake
you get out of
handoffs
games
to
like that.
34 and passes to 46 over the middle would have been deadly all day long, and they just didn't do enough of that. I mean, the guy didn't drop a single pass no matter where they threw it.
And he's such a huge target
Yep.
to go to. That ball was on the ground. It's incomplete.
40 seconds left. Yeah, I think this game is pretty much over. But yeah, it's. I mean, hats off to Budapest for coming out here and the way they did what they did, knowing, okay, we've got our backup quarterback and we've only got 28 guys. Let's give it our best. And they gave the Broncos all they could handle today.
Really tough game.
I mean, if a couple of situations had gone differently, then this game could have been
be a different game.
Absolutely.
But that's how football works.
Yep,
So, yeah. If you would not have had like the pick six in the first quarter and you tie that game at 7-7, that would be a completely different game.
I agree.
He's taking the first down, going out of bounds. It's like early in the season, second game you're playing, so you use as much time as you can to somehow develop your offense, because offense always needs more time than defense in football. Everybody knows that.
Everyone knows
And like every play you can take now against such an opponent as the Broncos, even they got to win the game, you take it for sure because you have the opportunity to do. Nice ball to
wide
the right.
open.
Wide open ball.
And he's gone.
And he's
Touchdown.
Gone.
Look at that.
Again.
Wow.
Hey, that's what happened when you start playing too lazy, maybe. But yeah, it's still like.
I mean, doesn't matter, but that's the way they played, and that's the inexperience of younger backup players. When you don't have a Max Gray on the field directing traffic, that's exactly what happens.
That's what happens.
Yep.
That's what happens.
You've got a bunch of guys that fall asleep out there, and they're like, "Oh boy, it doesn't matter. We won the game anyway." And all of a sudden, I mean, there's. I don't know how many. We can go back and look at archives of NFL, college, high school football. I don't know how many games have actually been turned around in situations like this.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you need an onside kick now, another pass like that, and you win the football game.
Yeah. I'm wondering, they're going for 2 right now already. So they put it on the money right now. Because if they want to win the game, they have to score like 3 touchdowns, because they have to do the 2-point touchdown and the PAT. Like,
yeah, I would wait.
I would go for one right now.
I would go for one now just because in the heads of your players, everything is open. Right. If you don't make this extra point,
know you're done.
Yeah.
Because you will not gonna go.
Yep. I would keep everything open.
Timeout from Jeff Buffen. I would not take that timeout, honestly. I would let him go for the 2-point, because
they're going to go for 2-point no matter what.
No, they may not go for the kick, because they realize if you go for the kick, then we got to put more pressure on the Broncos, because if we score
but you know what? I think Jeff is right here with what he does.
Yeah, he saw
after what just happened before. He's like, okay, you know what?
Play football now.
Yep.
He's walking out the hall pretty quick.
He is definitely.
He is mad.
Yep.
You will not see him in the city later today.
No, you won't.
Probably not.
No, because he's not going to be happy with this game.
Nope, not at all.
You know, even though, I mean, obviously lots of players hurt and this and that, but, you know, they definitely didn't show their best game.
They bring some kind of hands team now. They're collecting a hands team now for the upcoming onside kick. It doesn't matter if they scored the 2-point or not. They got to go with the onside kick for sure. And they got to execute it better than they did on the first kick. And they try to execute it better than they did on the first.
Yeah, they're going to stay. I mean, 39 seconds left. I mean, it's not impossible, but it's an uphill fight. So they're going to go for 2 points now. Like I said, they're going to stick with it. Would have surprised the shit out of me had they changed to 1 point, which would have been the right call. But they're going to go for 2.
Formation now. With number.
And they're going to pass, which amazing. Oh my goodness, to 46. Why would you not play to 46?
Yeah. And he got like tipped
a
the ball to
a beautiful catch.
Beautiful is something different, but it was a cat.
Yeah.
He tipped the ball to himself
Yeah, but I
and
mean,
somehow got it.
Somehow got it.
And yeah, now we have a 7-point game.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
35
So you,
to
like you
28.
said, for
Yeah.
100% onside kick coming
Yeah.
up.
If not, that would be a real surprise.
Yeah. Because then it's
Maybe
take
we
a
could
knee
try
and
to-
you're done.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no timeouts left for
Nope.
either teams.
Either team.
So,
Which is rare.
which is rare at
Have
the end
to
of a
say.
game, right?
How many times have
Right.
we called
Now
a
you
game?
know how close that
Right?
game is.
How many
Yeah.
times have we? But
Yeah.
you know what? Honestly, why would you save them? Because you can take them home, but they're not worth shit.
Yeah. You cannot exchange it to points. At the end of
Definitely
the
not.
game,
No.
so-
So take
you
them if
need
you
it,
need.
use it,
Take them
yeah.
if you need them.
And even the Broncos took the last timeout they had before the 2-point conversation. The 2-point conversation was successful. So
Yep.
Broncos have a 6-man front for that onside kick, a hands team that like involves probably everybody that ever catch the ball for the Broncos. And now they're
Out of bounds.
Chase Andrews is there as the quarterback. There's a kickoff out of bounds. Yeah, there's an automatic
So that's
flag
the
there.
game, right?
That's a game,
Yeah.
right? But wow, what the end of a game!
Wow.
If you'd
Absolutely.
have told
wow.
me that like 3 hours ago,
Right?
I would
After
say,
14-0, I would have told you you're
yeah,
crazy.
Yeah, you're crazy.
Yep.
Football is football, but like miracles are not.
But this
happening.
is nice. This is nice.
This
It's
is
the way
nice.
that
Very, very
it
big
has to be.
credit to the Budapest
I mean,
Wolves.
absolutely. And if you're gonna come out here, at least you made a game of it. You know, it's.
Yes.
I mean,
yes.
it would have been horrible at 14-0 if all of a sudden it was 28-35-0,
Yeah.
which it could
Then
have
you
been.
gotta- yes.
But no, they turned it around. They stuck it out. They fought hard the entire time, these 28 guys. And they made a game of it. And they made it a one-score game.
They
It's going to
made
be a
more than
one-score
just a
game
game
when they
of
go
it.
home.
Right.
So they can be proud of themselves. With a backup quarterback, hey, hats off to Budapest.
They will have a pretty nice ride back home.
Yes,
in the
yes,
bus and-
absolutely. Because honestly, if you had told their players, yeah, of course they wanted to win.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
if you told their players, honestly,
You gotta be
you're going to
here,
play within
down
a
by one.
touchdown, every one of them would have said, absolutely,
Yeah,
hey,
we
give me a
get it.
beer.
We get it.
Yeah. So I think you're right. They're going to go home and they're going to have a nice ride home with a couple of beers.
Yes. Hopefully, nice Swiss beers.
Yeah. Or they brought their own. Who knows?
I don't know anything about the Hungarian beer.
Me neither, but
honestly.
I'm sure it's good.
I didn't do anything before Hungarian football before, but it's pretty good too.
Yes.
So if
Yeah.
Hungarian football compares to
So look,
Hungarian beer,
victory formation going on here. And that would be that.
and that's the game.
Yeah, because it's a 45
And
second
that
clock.
was a
so
game. That was a game for sure.
thank you, everyone, for joining
Thank
us.
you,
And
guys.
have a great weekend.
Have a great weekend. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the stream. Thanks to the native crew that provided that stream for you. And we hope to see you back. We got to do a poll after that game. What kind of language you want to hear our streams? So if a majority of people want to hear the screens in English, I'm fine with English too. I'm not English native speaking, but I'm pretty sure English. You can understand my English probably better than my Swiss German if you're now living in Switzerland. So, yeah, we got to say thank you again. Have a nice weekend. Enjoy.